Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is a Sunday. I am your friendly neighborhood Prax. Welcome to the channel. Tonight is Romance of the Blue Rose. Apparently, according to certain things that are going around on Twitter, the gay game. I think that's just like a reductive quality of...
Well, it is a pretty happy game.
It is.
I mean,
It is.
I feel like it's bright and gay, and I feel like there's singing in the air.
Yeah, Lady Talus, we're all happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's super happy. Here's me dying for the last 6 sessions.
Look, you recovered a little bit.
But yeah, no, it is. It is
a thing.
It is a very gay game, and I'm very happy that it exists. Actually,
Gay.
I would argue that it hasn't been gay enough, which means Ritka. I'm looking at you.
Ritka.
Wait, didn't Ritka? We'll get to that. Hold on. Let's do the thing, and then we'll do the
Aside
thing.
from Bashard, Ritka's the only one who smooched everybody, so I don't know what you're talking about.
This is true.
It's not true.
Not true.
Russ gets no smooches ever.
I don't think Ritka and Delme have smooched yet.
Yes, you did.
I thought they said let's do it later.
No, you were kissing.
We went for it.
You guys went
Oh,
for
okay.
it, and
All
then
right.
you pulled back. We'll go through it. We'll go through the whole thing. It's fine. We'll fix it in post, y'all.
The question is, it can always be gayer is the point. The point is,
Yes.
can be gayer.
Yes.
Look, if I do not want to lose the channel to a copyright strike from DMCA. Otherwise, there would be a certain song by our dear friends, by Mr. Oscar Hammerstein and Mr. Richard Rogers, that would be sung at this point. But I'm pretty sure the Hammerstein estate would have been fine, but, you know,
Yeah.
Sony and Columbia are not.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But let's go around and introduce everybody. So why don't we start, hey Pooja, how you doing? How's everybody going? How you feeling tonight?
Hello, everybody. I'm Pooja. Back for another week as Delme. Both of our pronouns are she, her, and it's been a week for everybody everywhere. And I, for one, am glad to go flying off into some romantic fantasy with wyverns and smooches. Yeah, sounds like a good time. A good way to spend your Sunday night.
Look, wyverns and smooches are a thing. Welcome to Sunday nights here on the channel. And then directly below, welcome back, Alyssa. We are glad you were feeling well enough to join us tonight.
Hi, everybody. It's been too long, but hi. So I'm Alyssa. If you've forgotten what I look like, this is my face. This is who I am. I am playing Cecilia Valiant. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and I feel like there's so much to catch up on. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm just a little bit in the back of my head, not to once again push the copyright, but there is a specific musical about an American founding father, and there is a song from one of the characters that may or may not say, "What did I miss?" And that's how I feel.
Look.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all? Nothing at all. But here's the thing. Like, I kind of want to see Alyssa do that particular number.
Yeah, that's...
Because I think you could totally rock that, like, brushed pink velvet frock coat. I think it would
be...
and cravat.
I mean... Look, the derby name was Alexander Slamilton, but in my heart, I feel like that's the look I want instead.
Also, we all heart David Diggs, so there's that. And next to Alyssa, hey Trooper, how are you?
Howdy. Hey, I'm Trooper SJP, and pew pew pew. I'm doing well. I made some sacrifices a few days ago that I'm only just getting over and through now. It was very difficult. Gave me a lot of it was like hard times, you know?
You closed tabs.
No, I mean, actually I did close a couple tabs, which was very difficult for me. That was really hard. But there's this little kitten and it jumped up on my lap, and I didn't want to move it, so it just sat there for a bit, and then I had to take a lot of cat allergy medication, and then I was like tired for the very next day. But like, what do you do when it's on your lap?
Nothing.
Like, you can't move it. That would be rude.
Yeah, and I appreciate that about you, Trooper. This is why we're friends.
So I was just like knocked out with allergies the very next day. But I didn't disturb the cat until it decided to leave on its own. It looked at me though. It was like this. Because cats really love people with cat allergies. So that's where I was at. My bird animal that I'm playing, Russ, the Rhyhawk, who uses he, him pronouns, is not doing well because he's just been shot. Oh, but Alyssa doesn't know that yet. So never mind. I won't say anymore.
Spoilers, darling.
Aww.
And then next up, the wonderful, the fabulous. Hello, Lindy. I see we went from gold to silver tonight.
Yes, but on Friday I was Aurelia Ludus Starling, and she is the golden girl, obviously. Not a golden girl, but like the golden girl of Mekton. This is not Mekton, this is Romance of the Blue Rose. So I will be playing Ritka Sokolov. She is a fighter and maybe a little bit of a lover. And she has the bestest boy in the whole world, Carnage, who's a wyvern. And, she may have just gotten back in touch with her sister. It's fine.
Yep, that's a thing that we will have to bring back when we talk about what happened.
Yeah. Should get my notebook.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in your notebook, I'm betting. And then that leads us to the last but never least. Hey, Simon.
Oh, hey, it's me.
It is
Hi.
you.
I'm Simon. He, him. I'm playing the Shard. I'm back after a week away, I believe. And I've heard about ghosts and ghost nights and drinking chicory.
Mm-hmm. So yes, there are a couple things that we should go back over. I guess the watches were after the, visions, dream sequence, removing yourself from that. The possibility of, Dimitri and rooting for the possibility of an orgy. And encouraging. Also being a good... Dimitri is your good emotional support. Chaotic friend. Is kind of what he is. And supporting Ritka after she really didn't go back to sleep because of the possibility of Lady Talus again breaking into her mind. This then is...
Sure, that's why. It's not because she's just traumatized. It's fine.
Look, I don't make assumptions. It's possible she was traumatized. It was possible she was, being protective. Who knows? Russ had his feathers all in a flap because apparently no one told him that Fedor was going to be helpful, even after Dimitri caught him when he fell out of the sky and Fedor protected everybody. No. Apparently some people just have to deal with their upsets because they think that, they're concerned about this. And then there was proceeding, continuing the trip to Aldis. A knight was approached in black, but not an evil over, Skull Knight. Find out his name is Engelmar, a knight of some order of the, some renowned, not part of the Order of the Rose, because technically the Order of the Rose didn't exist, but they like to praise him because he was a very interesting person at a certain point in time. We might find more about him. We might not. Who knows? But he was a ghost that was just kind of chilling. And then you guys went away. And then Russ decided, hey, Ritka, Have you ever tried to reach out to your sister? Because Russ hasn't been getting an answer. He's like, maybe it's a family thing. Maybe you should try, and it's a twin thing. And then Ritka did. And Revka answered. And I guess some people were concerned about what Revka was saying.
It's a little concerning, the tone.
I will point out that we also, with Engelmar, we learned that he was there to warn us from danger, so we decided to take a different route so we wouldn't run into the ambush. That he told us, let's go a different route.
And Delme and Ritka were super charming and charismatic and weren't suspicious at all.
Yes.
No,
And Carnage has a lot of bows.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Bows.
And by bows, we mean, Carnage is...
We told them they were bows.
Yes, Carnage's limbs are tied up to us to make it look like we've taken him prisoner.
Yeah, we
but
figured
Carnage is in on the joke.
That might make sense with us going to Aldis to have 4 of us holding on to make it, because Wyvern can only carry 3 people, so 4 people ropes, maybe that'll make it look like, he's a prisoner and not just those freaky weird people with a Wyvern. That's fine. No, it's just, it's fine.
It's totally fine.
He loves it.
It's all fine. But when we last left off, Russ, who was scouting ahead away from some people,
to try to get a new route so we don't go into the ambush. I got shot.
Yeah, you got shot. And that's where we left off. By the way, Russ was part of the party line and was actually talking, and Ritka was explaining the concerns she had when speaking to her sister, just about the time that Russ got shot. So you all know that happens. I guess perhaps one might change the music?
Oh, and both Vashard and Cecilia were grumpy.
Well, Cecilia was definitely in the second stages of caffeine withdrawal, although there was some chicory provided, but not really,
It's like Tylenol.
Vashard had some chicory tea with Delme.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It helped keep them awake during their watch.
Yes. I didn't do it.
There we are. I guess the question is, what would you like to do as you all hear? I mean, Russ, what are you going to do when you get shot? And
Well, I'll be shot. Probably roll for initiative. I mean, I believe what I said was, got shot. Ambush, I believe. So that they do not come into the ambush because I'm ahead of them. So hopefully they will not walk into the ambush. That is the hope.
Oh, there won't be walking.
Nope, that's not. Nope. Not, more like the avoiding of than the. No one's gonna listen. Yeah, I know.
Upon hearing Russ say,
Got
"Oops,
shot,
got
ambush."
shot, ambush," Delme's gonna turn to Ritka
No.
and just say, "On Carnage?" And start climbing Carnage. Listen, Delme's not a melee combatant. Being on Carnage is a good thing.
Ritka is a melee combatant, but Carnage is good in combat.
I told them so they wouldn't go.
I don't know. It just seems like that's the
danger-wise.
fastest way to get to a falling bird.
How did?
Just don't-
Oh,
Yeah. We gotta get to Russ. I can't let him.
No, it's just.
And I don't know. Delme will tell Whisper to run towards Russ.
The whole reason why you warn people about ambushes is so they don't run into them.
Ambushes aren't ambushes once you're not surprised by them, though, right? Then it's just a fight. You got ambushed. We're gonna go fight.
please, somebody clip that. I need
That's
that
so
on
good.
I
That's
need
so
that
good.
on a motivational poster. You got ambushed. We're gonna come fight.
we're gonna go fight.
I'm just saying.
I just think if Russ is falling, he usually doesn't fly that high. When he's
This is
flying
the second
ahead.
time in 24 hours Russ has fallen out of
I
the
know.
sky.
I'm just saying. I don't
not
think
falling.
us flying on Carnage, if he was falling, and then trying to intercept him would take longer than it would take him to hit the ground. That's all I'm gonna say. So I think she'll just be like, head north. That's what head. We'll just head the direction. Carnage, it'll take too long.
But
Oh.
could we send Whisper ahead to
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's what I
yes,
did.
yes.
Whisper's been given
Calling out
orders to
weapons.
go.
Gonna be
Head in
fine.
that direction.
At the very least, Whisper will plant herself over Russ and growl at anything that tries to touch Russ.
Okay. So
if Cecilia is in the party line, I think she'll just say, Russ, we're coming. We'll avoid the ambush, but we are coming to you.
You don't need to. I'm gonna fly away.
Can you fly still?
Are
Yep.
you're okay?
Yeah, I just got shot.
You got shot! How does that mean you're okay?
What percentage of your body is a hole right now?
It hit my wing. I'm fine. Don't come into an ambush. We had a
It's
whole
a
ghost.
fight now.
What?
Maybe
No,
we're ambushing them. I don't know.
we had a whole ghost
Like they
telling us
thought
to
it
avoid
was
this.
just one Ryhawk. Turns out it was a Ryhawk, his four, two-legged, two-legged friends,
menagerie.
and a wyvern and a grizzly bear.
They're gonna
Or
regret
the large
picking this
bear
fight,
and
is
two
all I'm
wolves.
saying.
Yeah. Unless it's my sister who's like, I've been practicing my skills, like lining up that archery shot, because that's what I was
Hey,
thinking.
hey, Russ, check out the arrow. Does it look
Conversation.
familiar? Does the arrow in your wing look familiar?
It just says greetings from Lady Talus via your best friend Revka. Also, made you look. That's what it said.
I mean, do you want to see anything about this particular arrow? Is that a thing that you want? I mean, we
Where
can.
did the arrow come from?
Well, I imagine we have to do initiative. Yes.
You
Yeah.
do at the moment. Because here's the thing, Russ has an ungodly fly speed.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
It will take you at least 2 rounds to get to where he is. So, just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Russ, that's a 17. Hold please.
It is with
If
4
we-
stunt points.
Yeah, but the stunt points don't do anything on
It's
initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Russ, if we don't come to you, are we just running away from a fight?
I feel like we shouldn't. I haven't even seen anyone. I don't even know how many people there are or what they are. I feel like
Well,
running into
if
something.
you get shot again, try to pay attention to which direction the arrow came
I
from.
just got shot. Just right now.
Well, if
I'm-
you get
I'm
shot
just-
again,
Again.
pay
yeah.
attention to where it's coming from.
I'm just saying, it's not very sovereign spyness to run away from a fight and leave these people to assault any other innocent passersby.
Right. It's not tactically sound to run into a battle if you don't even know what they are or how many. If you can avoid it, I'm gonna fly higher and then maybe do some scouting.
Okay.
I would say be stealthy. I would say hide.
I would say that this whole conversation is going on while you're all rolling initiative.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, we're all
there
just
it
moving
is.
in that direction, but
Oh
that's
boy.
taking time, right?
Told them.
Initiative.
I got a 12.
Yeah, so
Where-
we've got Russ at 17. A no person.
This is great. A
21.
big old 7 for me.
Cecilia at 15.
A surprising amount of vigor for
Bouchard.
somebody in caffeine withdrawal.
I think you're just panicked. You're in panic caffeine withdrawal
It's
state.
Adrenaline.
adrenaline. The adrenaline kicking in.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
Yeah, I think Delmay's too busy talking to physically react.
8 and
I thought I was gonna be
Delmay
last. That's all I'm just gonna say.
is-
Thank you, Delmay.
Okay, look. So my next question is: all of the animals go on your turn? Remember, that is our ruling.
Yeah.
I can't.
Point of order. I just want to confirm who's holding the party line right now.
Last person who was holding the party line was Delmay.
Yep, that's still up then.
Because it takes it's a minor action every turn to maintain it.
Yeah, that might not last very long then.
Exactly.
Because I have full concentration stuff I have to do sometimes.
Full concentration takes your
Major
major, but
action.
not your minor. Regular concentration takes your minor.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
if it drops, someone else do it.
Yeah, concentration is a minor action, not a major action. You can cast an additional spell as long as it is your major action.
I think ward or something, which has come up a couple of times. It's total concentration
Yeah.
immediate.
Yeah.
And that's a
So-
major action. So you could still do, like, you could theoretically still do ward and have the party lineup, but then you couldn't do anything else.
Which I might do depending on what Cecilia does.
Hmm. Okay, so you
Chat. I remembered the straw today.
you remembered the straw. That's good. Hey, so it's my turn.
Remember plus 20 feet or 20 yards.
Yeah, well, you know, but right now you haven't
range.
moved yet.
No, but I'm still in circling level, so
Yeah.
that's still plus 20. Yeah.
It's still plus 20. Oh, no, I understand. It's still plus 20. An 18, however, is gonna happen.
How much damage?
Does it hit you?
Oh, of course. I don't have a defensive that high.
I need to make sure I have the right number. Oh, yes, that was the point. I rolled badly last time.
I
'Cause
also assume that I'm not aware of these attacks. Yes.
You can, as a free action on your turn, attempt to find them, but right now they're still technically hidden because they beat you on initiative. So that's 5. So, you know, minus your armor, of course. So,
Get it peppered with another arrow.
All right then. Ripper, what do you wish to do?
For my major action, I go to fly high, which puts me out of.
Puts you out
ranged
of
combat.
range. You are out of range at the moment. Are you doing anything else?
I just have a minor action because that's a major action to fly high.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. It doesn't look like I can. I think everything else is a major action, like seeing and all that kind of business.
No, well, no. I said you could do it as a free action on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will take my free action to look.
Okay.
Well, I might imagine at least a minor
I need
action,
you
I
to
suppose.
see. I need you to roll that perception. Their DV is higher because of your height, but you are a hawk, so you know, hawk things.
I'm just gonna see if there's
20.
anything visible.
Cool. You do see something visible. Ugh, don't you just love it when I get to say that? I'm just going to use little markers right now because apparently everything that I had set up went away and I'm not happy about it. But you see 1, 2. For those playing at home, give me 2 seconds.
Hmm.
And so where those 2 red circles are, you see 2 figures down on the ground, both of whom have bows, and they're currently trained on you. You can see them. It would take an action to discern who they are, what they are, more information. But the seeing of them, I was giving you as a free action.
Okay. I just see like 2 figures.
Because
So
yeah.
I think I will just I will take my move
Mhm.
and I will fly not the direction where my friends are, but like perpendicular, so that I'm, you know, not. So I'm drawing their attention away from where my friends might be, and I'll say, I'm seeing 2 people with bows, but there are at least 3 tents, so there's probably more in hiding. I'm moving away from them, everyone.
Can I reply something even
Mm-hmm.
if it's not my turn?
Yes, because it will take you 2 rounds to get there. It will take your free action is to. I'm assuming that you're spending your entire round getting there, unless you're.
Oh
doing,
yeah.
So yes,
It's
it's just the math on his fly speed is ungodly.
Russ,
what do they look like?
I can't tell.
That is all.
No.
Russ, I'm just going to put you on the map.
And then put me at 18. It's like a, what is it? 30. Because I think each one of our, it's a lot. I'm like,
Yeah,
absurd.
it's a lot. We're not using
It's
this for
very
scale. We're
far
using
away.
this for you're far away. I'm going to put a not even look. What am I
just a
gonna?
little,
We got a little light. No, I'm just gonna leave it. You're very far away, but this is what you see. So
yeah.
right now you're just on the map. We assume that you're very far away. Wait, why are there two?
I just made one. I didn't see the other one.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay. So
I see.
you are on the map. You are there. And that is everything at the moment.
That is
So,
me.
does anyone else wish to attempt to communicate with Russ on your group's turn as you're running?
I'm gonna see if I can roll well enough to do this, but I have sense minds, and like if I could actually roll really well, like the radius of this is insane.
Nice.
So if there's
What is-
three
what-
tens,
What is the radius of this?
so it could be as small. If I have to at least get an 11, right? So it's at least 30 feet, but then it goes up like by orders of magnitude after that. So like if I rolled, let's say I rolled a 19, it would be 300,000 feet, which is about 50 miles for a radius of that whole thing. That is a huge range.
That is a huge range.
Basically, I want to roll sense minds to see if I can figure out how many other people there are besides the two archers.
Okay, so you're attempting to determine where people are. Is that it?
Yes.
Depending on your
And
range.
how many?
How
Yeah.
many and where they are, kind of thing.
Okay.
So let me see how
So
well
go
I
ahead.
actually do. I clicked it. Did it not go?
I don't see it yet. Is there anything you have to do on your end?
Let me check the spell really fast, and then I will just sense minds, cast spell.
There we go.
Okay, well I didn't roll well enough to actually hit the target, but
4, 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, so you don't hit the
Yeah.
target. You don't get far enough. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I'm a little bit panicking to get to my hawk, my poor Rye hawk.
Yes, you are panicking and running, and caffeine withdrawn panic. Best type of panic.
Mm-hmm.
So our speed is the yards, and they say for maps, 2 yards equals 1 square. This is
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm.
that's what they said. So I can move like a.
It should be correct, but let me double check because it's a new map, so sometimes those things don't always. No, it didn't. Here we go. It's in meters, so that's what's going to be because that's what it is on Roll20 versus yards. So it should be correct now. There you go.
Excellent.
What was the setting I had? All right, so it's their turn again. They are going to attempt to. Cool. That. Bloop. They disappear from your view. Or they
They
believe
hide.
that they have disappeared from your view. Russ, what are you doing?
I maintain flying high for my major action, And for my minor action, I continue to move farther away from them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
He's off the map, off the visual portion of the map.
Oh no, I'm still there. Oh yeah, but I'm on the map.
You're not on the visual portion of the map that's visible here.
And I just tell them they've gone into hiding. Ambush is still up. I do not recommend getting closer.
What would the rest of you like to do? You'll be there next round.
Should we be sneaky?
Delme will say, so, or we are fighting, right? Is that the plan? I mean,
Then just
guess
look at
I
Bashard
am.
because he's in charge.
oh, okay. Bashard said yes. Let's go. Remember, wasn't? Yeah, Delme doesn't do leadership. She just
Russ may
talks
advise
nonsense.
against it, but Bashard said yes. So that means it's like when Mom says no, but Dad says you can have a cookie.
You get a cookie.
We're getting cookies.
It's
yeah.
cookie time.
You get a
Someone,
cookie.
yeah, someone shot at Russ. I'm sorry, but at the
Nice.
very least, we have to bring them in.
I mean, they did shoot
Um,
at a Ryhawk, so that's not good. And Alden place laws,
Mm-mm.
I
Well,
think.
that's no good. Period.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we are approaching, I don't know, Cecilia, your turn is before mine. Do you cast anything?
Oh no.
I was just thinking, I'm waiting. I'm wondering if it's better to throw word up now, just given or at least try to, because obviously, like, my other
Well,
plan.
we'll
doesn't
have more
work.
rounds to get it done, like to be successful. Because I go
Yeah.
after you, so if you can't do it, then I'll try.
Would it be better to do sense mines one more time before we try to put a word up, though?
Try to figure out how many and where they are.
I can't do that.
I
So-
think.
I can't do that.
I'd
one.
like to. I think I'd like to do that one more time,
Okay, and then I'll try
just
more.
to attempt it, and then just because again, it would be.
I'll get there and cast
very
harm.
useful.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Ritka, no sorcery. Apparently,
You're panicked.
yeah. Also, why does
Alright.
it say my spell casting ability is 2 for this? Because I have.
What is it using?
It
as
might
your-
have not put any focus.
Or no,
is
it may,
it-
or it may just be on the wrong drop down for the stat versus.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, because it doesn't
What is the spell?
sense minds.
What ability does it use?
It should be on psychic.
No, what
But
ability?
Sense
Oh.
minds. The talent is psychic. It uses perception.
Oh, well, it's not set for perception, so that might be why it's wrong.
Yep.
Should I re-roll it?
Yes, go ahead and reroll, or just add the. What is your stat for perception?
My perception is, let me bounce back over. I have a 3 in perception.
So it goes up by 1.
Yeah, doesn't help me much. But it also has, like, it's perception psychic, and I have that focus too, and I don't think it's giving me that bonus
So that would
either.
go up by 4. Go up by 3, 3, 7, 9, 11. You get to 11.
Okay, so that gives me 30, like a 30-foot radius at least.
So you have a 30-foot radius, and when we will make sure that that's goes on you when you, but you're not in. You will. It will be up when you come into the next round.
You'd be at 13 because your psychic is 3, or your perception is 3
I'm
plus
saying
2.
her perception is 3. So what I'm taking the roll that's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So 3 plus
it would be a 13.
No, it
Because
would
it's
be
8.
It'd be 3.
8
8
plus
plus 3 is
2
11.
is 10. Yes,
plus
but
3 is
plus
11.
her focus. She's the focus.
I'm adding the focus.
But the perception's plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11 plus focus is just 15. Or
No.
13, rather.
13, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13.
So it's a
Which
little more
is-
than 30 feet.
So then it's 300 feet.
Oh,
It goes up by an order, like a factor of 10 every 2 that you get above the target number. That's why this spell is so
Yes.
overpowered.
It
Wow.
is.
Is it
Um,
overpowered? All it lets you do is sense minds. It's not like you attack them. You know?
No, but like
No?
the strategy power of that is
Mm.
mwah. Excelente.
300 feet, nice.
Yeah, I'm just checking something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, so you have your approximate number, the approximate number.
Mm-hmm.
The larger the number of minds, the more general information tends to be. Psychic shield opposes sense minds.
ah.
I was gonna say slightly. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Please hold. Hold, please.
Holding.
Do 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 do.
Cool.
I was just thinking, could they just be just regular hunters who just think that Russ is a hawk and would be tasty for dinner? Could be totally innocent.
You don't eat hawks for dinner, though. You eat pigeon or,
Cool.
Other things.
Maybe they're hungry.
You sense everybody who's with you.
All right. Well, something's not working well.
Sorry, I went ahead and rolled.
No. I think that's just what she says at the line. It's like something's not going well because the only people I sense are you all, and that is for sure not accurate.
All right, I'm gonna.
Unless they're ghosts that can fire very real arrows.
I don't
or-
think that's how ghosts work typically, but then again, I am not a ghost expert. Paranormal is
They're
not my
prote-
area.
They're talented enough to protect themselves from your magic. Then I'm throwing up a ward. Russ, I don't know where you are, but let's see if you can. I can catch you in the ward. We'll find out.
Oh, there's no way I'm flying high.
Yeah, he's too high.
15 for my ward.
Wait, please hold. Isn't ward meditative for you? I believe it is.
Willpower.
It's wild
psychic,
magic.
but it is it is wild magic.
I remember
is.
that.
Oh
yeah.
We haven't figured this out yet, though, y'all.
We
No.
might about figure it out, though.
We
soon.
might-
If
we
keep
might be
casting
about to
word,
figure
we'll
it
be like,
out.
Delma, I think it's when you cast word.
Please
Because Rita's
roll a
already
D10.
starting to figure it out.
Please roll a d10.
Okay,
Roll a 10.
I did.
Yay! We win!
Oh, do we go back in
What
time?
do we win?
Go to
What's
the
the
future.
prize?
We win a brand new car!
No,
here's
unfortunately,
what the
there's
turtle
no
wants.
brand new car.
Oh.
I need
Brand new car.
everyone who's currently
Oh, no.
not Russ to roll Constitution Stamina, please.
Oh, well, hey, I have that.
Ah! You have to show off for Delme.
I might
I
use
got
a
it.
conviction.
I'm going to say right now that you are currently at. Hold, please. Let me make sure. You are at 4 from chat because
From last time.
from plus what things that have happened so far.
Please,
Listen,
chat, help me not kill my party.
I rolled a 6. Would you mind if I took one from chat?
Please.
Please do.
Go for it.
All right.
I rolled a 6 as well, but I'm not changing it.
Eh.
No.
Why do I even bother in this
Careful,
game?
Robbings! It's not just you. One of my players
no,
in my home
actually-
group rolls this whenever he rolls luck, so I feel
Um,
that.
It's
I
an
feel like
8.
you need to roll your own dice.
It didn't put my stamina focus in it.
It didn't.
So
It's an
Oh,
8.
that's good.
It is an 8.
Yeah, mine didn't put my stamina focus in it either, so I feel you.
So everyone who rolled. See, the problem is, 10, 13, 15. Everyone who rolled below a 15, you are.
That's-
That's everyone. Well, no, Cecilia
Oh,
didn't.
I'm good.
Cecilia. Everyone who rolled through a 15 is currently dazed as a bright flash of light goes off from
God.
Delme.
Delme, what did you
Did I have
do?
to roll that?
Yes, as I said,
Oh, I
everybody
did.
who's not Russ.
Okay.
16. You can.
You're-
You and Cecilia. There's like that afterglow of like a flash going off. But Vishard and Ritka, and I'm going to assume at this point, basically, Vishard, Ritka, you have 2 You have 2 NPCs that will do what you want for them. It makes my life easier to just give you Fedor and Dimitri for the moment.
Sure, I'll have Fedor, Dimitri, Carnage. I'll be Kern. I'll
Yeah,
be the Kern representative.
You're the Kern representative, thank
the
you.
Kernish representative. Yes.
So all of it's like you had for you, unfortunately, it's like somebody did a flash or a laser scope onto night vision goggles. Please don't do that to helicopter pilots.
No,
Anybody?
never do that to any flying vehicle, especially helicopters. I'm
It's
biased,
felony.
but don't do it to planes either. Yeah, it is a felony. It's bad. Don't do it.
It's not even a misdemeanor, y'all. It's felony.
Yep.
But also Delmate goes, yeah! What was that?
Delmate, what?
Yeah.
What?
The ward's
What
up?
did you do? Is it?
I think so. Is the ward up?
Does that
The ward does
do
go.
that?
The ward does go up because you rolled the 10.
And it's 5 feet per level. We're protected, but is everybody okay? What was that loud flash?
That was you, Delme.
Oh, wait, I flashed?
Yes,
It was
you
you.
flashed everyone.
Delmate quickly pats down her clothing.
Ugh.
There was no wardrobe malfunction. You're fine. It's fine.
I mean, you were a bright light, not a flash. You know.
Yes,
But not a cool Russ light, I take it, based on Ritka's
No.
Wait, what
I
happened?
think Dimitri and Fedor probably hit the ground because, like, as like a trained reaction to like hit the deck.
Russ, I cast a ward and a bright light went off, and now Ritka's squinting at me, and I can't. The shard looks like he's in pain.
Is everybody
My
okay?
eyeballs.
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
Yes,
I have
but no.
anything for this.
Sorry.
Don't
we
get
should-
closer.
You should have cast that. Okay, next time, Cecilia, you cast awards.
I will cast the ward next time. Yes.
Okay. All
Wait.
right. Sorry, y'all. Wait. Sorry, the Texan slipped through. Sorry, friends.
Mechanically speaking, Vishard and Ritka, right now, anything you do to attack, the opponents will have a higher AC because it's like you're disoriented. Rather than give you guys a penalty, I'm just giving them a bonus.
That's yeah.
Stinks.
same
I'm
difference.
sorry.
Yeah, but you might need that bonus. You might need that things for other things.
No. Oh.
All right.
At least rewarded.
Yep. So it's their turn again. Ha 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 ha. You can now put yourselves at the right-hand edge of the map because you will be coming in.
Whisper Girl ran up, so
North, anywhere north of the river that's there. But
I don't remember how to get
you grab
Myself
the
on it.
name,
the name. Okay, not the icon. Cool.
not the icon, the name.
Sweet. Whisper Girl ran right up.
What are we doing with diagonals?
Just count
Or-
them.
Do we count them as 1 or do we count them as 2? Or 1.5?
I'm counting them as 1. I don't want to do complicated math right now. I'm sorry.
Make math easy.
Sorry, Trooper. I'm.
Whatever the roll 20 says.
Oh, that's a good question.
Look, I'm just using the
Roll 20
measuring
counts it as
roll.
one.
Roll 20 just counts it as 1.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Use the ruler on roll 20 and let it do it for you.
Thank you.
That's my answer. Thank you, roll 20, for being such a thing. So you can all put yourselves on the right-hand side of the map. Whisper rushes in. We also have Asen, Ragnar, everybody. All of the animal companions. Hi, welcome to the menagerie.
Woohoo! Oh my god, that's such a cute little icon. I'm dying.
Which one?
Ragnar!
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got the Hello Kitty arm. Where's Carnage?
We don't have one for Carnage yet.
No, if we
It would
did,
be
he'd
massive.
probably have 4 squares. He's probably a multi-square boy.
Once
big
again,
boy.
Roll20 does not want to let me actually put my icon on
There,
anything.
now you have Carnage.
Yay!
I'm going to write. There you go.
Yay!
Very awkwardly. We need a Cecilia.
Yeah.
There you go.
I imagine I'm not too far from Delmay. Is where
Let me see.
probably down that way.
You're marked as editing control. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't. It just for some reason this has happened every time we.
Okay, you can
tried
move.
to-
You can move it.
I
when
can
you-
move it. It just
Okay.
won't let me place it on the map for some reason.
All right, and then I'm just going to. You know, I
Bolts.
feel like purple is a good color for. Have Fedor and Dimitri.
Yay!
You know, for some reason, I just think that purple is an appropriate color for Fedor and Dimitri.
No, that fits. Checks out.
I
So
can make them little tokens too for later next time.
yeah, we'll figure that out. You all rush in. They are doing things. You cannot see them. Russ, your turn. You're muted.
I maintain flying high for my major action. For my minor action, I would like to look, if I might.
Please look.
Uh, 19. I
So,
don't think I see them.
uh,
So I think they're at 21.
one of them you will.
Yeah.
One of them you will, because he did not roll that high. You will see this one shows up in your visual. You do not currently see anybody else.
What does this being look like in terms of arms and armor?
In terms of arms and armor, it doesn't look like they have any. It's very weird. In terms of arms, you see the bow that they are carrying in their left hand. You see the fragmented appearance of armor, but it's unstable. Seems to be fading in and out awkwardly. There's a disoriented distortion to the figure.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a guess that this armor might be in a style that's a couple hundred years old.
Older than that, yeah.
And Russ will just say, "It's the ghosts. These are the ghosts. We should
The
probably
ghosts.
just leave."
Shot you with an arrow.
Yep.
Are you sure they're not undead?
Well, ghosts are undead, but they're not
But
necessarily bad.
ghosts can question. Do I know if ghosts can harm people, like physically interact with like bows or swords or that kind of thing, or if they have to be more corporeal?
Ghosts
Yeah,
cannot, but there
Yeah.
are other types
Ghosts-
of unliving that can.
that's what I figured. She's gonna say ghosts can't shoot weapons.
Well, these are the Empress's forces, so pretty sure, unless because they're fading in and out of visual, like they're not completely corporeal, and their armor is a couple hundred years old, like 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
know.
so they're a different type of undead.
Unliving.
Unliving. She would say unliving. She'd be used to that with Kern. Unliving. Oh, they're a different type of unliving.
Shooty kind.
It is currently Cecilia's turn.
Yes. I'm going. Well, Delmay's ward is up, isn't it?
Yes, Delmay's
Yes.
ward is up.
So at least that's out of the way, and I'm blanking at what my other idea was.
I don't have any book learning, so I don't know much about these kinds of things.
So I don't know much about that. I don't know if I were to do like historical lore, would I be able to be, or like arcane lore, either one of those, if that would give me anything about what these ghosty things are.
They would both
Or,
give
like,
you
try to
information, but it would be different information.
It's searching the mind palace. It's just a matter of would historical or arcane be better? Probably arcane would be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna
not commenting on that. I'm just saying that you would get information, different information.
Yeah.
I'll also do I'll do an arcane lore check if you're doing historical.
Yeah, that might be a good way to do it. I was also just checking because like if I did historical lore, that would be my major action or my minor action.
Oh wait, I have a ward up. I can't do a
Both
lore
of
check
these
on
are going to
this.
be both of these. If you take it, will take your turn to do either one.
Okay, then I'll do that because I think I need to hang back a second before I do the other option I had in mind. So we'll just try the arcane lore. And
15, well, 15, because it didn't put your
15.
focus in.
yeah.
They're not ghosts.
And old ghosts.
Unliving incorporeal unliving cannot fire weapons that can do damage. So you know it would not be a ghost. It cannot be a shade. Specters can technically take over inanimate objects, so if it's like, it's theoretically possible for like the armor that was attacking you, the haunted or baby armor that was attacking you could be a type of specter because it can, but then you would see the armor in place. Something like this is more likely to be some sort of either specter, thrall. Walking Dead are zombies. They are not. They're the Walking Dead, not the
fire at you with a bow and arrow dead.
Yeah, they're the Walking Dead, not the Resident Evil zombies. Shambling, slow moving. You'd see pieces of them falling off. You would know it's not that. It can, however, be some sort of it can be a dark fiend of some sort, or a cursed one.
There's still variety, so I'm just going to report back. It's like, incorporeal things wouldn't fire a bow and arrow, so this is probably something a little more substantial. That, a thrall, a specter, something of that nature, but I don't know. This is not a ghost. I guess if that is my whole turn, I will sort of...
I mean, you also have a move if you wish to move anywhere.
I might move closer to, like, Ritka and Vishard, so I can maybe do, like, enhancement and stuff for when they do finally charge in.
Okay. Vishard.
We'll slide.
Is your turn.
Yeah. I'm still a little dazed.
Mm-hmm. There's sparkly. It's the flash is fading. You've got another round before it will go away fully.
Despite the flash, can I see more or less where they were? Like, that's the red circle, right?
You can roll for you for a free action. You can roll perception seeing. Again, it's just higher feet. You just have to roll higher to overcome.
9.
You can see the giant rocks and the tents, and you can see that there was movement. You just can't quite pinpoint where it is.
But can you give me like a general idea of where that movement was?
Somewhere here-ish.
Okay.
In the
So-
somewhere you see
Yeah,
movement near the rock. You can't pinpoint
Okay.
it.
So what I would like to do,
Yep.
because I can't see anything at the moment, or can't see properly, I should say. Then I want to use my nature shaping, my plant shaping, to basically create like the entangle plant growth thing. It's a radius equal to my, well, technically a depth level, but I figure it's my level period.
Yeah, for you it's your level period because you get it for other reasons.
Times 40 feet.
But your
And-
level times 40?
Yeah. So the radius is level times 40.
320.
Awesome. And I can also focus the Arcanum on a specific area. Oh yeah, it's the second one. It's a 40 stat. Actually.
It's
But
a 40
I wanna know
stat.
how
Okay, that makes more
far-
sense. I was like, 8 times
No,
300.
No, it's because the first one, yeah. So the effect of the first one is in this like 320 feet square area
Yes.
or circle. Every plant would just like yield a bigger bounty and like
you
not
would-
get sick and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But that's not what I want to do. I want to go with the aggressive one,
Mhm.
and the aggressive one is 40 feet.
Cool. This is currently marked in meters.
Yeah, so I figure 40 feet in meters is
Well, 30 feet is 10
it's-
meters, roughly.
Yeah.
12.
We're
12
just figure
meters.
everything that's meters is really yards, so just go with that.
That's
Well,
well.
I went with 3.3, so it's like 12 meters.
Out of
So it's
curiosity.
a it's a 12 meter radius.
Yeah.
So I will cast it sort of like here.
So it's 6. Ping, please. Ping for me, please.
I drew on the map.
Okay, that's where you're casting it.
Yeah. So you go 12 meter this way. So it goes all the way up to here. Oh, can't. Yep. Damn it, I lost it. Okay, it's this one. It's a lot. But basically, if you wanted a sort of line, 12 would be here. So it's sort of like, yeah, and pretty much everything else anyway. It's a lot. It's a big area.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything that's there. All I have
And
to worry about.
everything in it needs to make a successful TN15 strength or dex check to escape.
TN 15. Strength
Yes.
or dex.
Strength or dex, they decide, and otherwise they are bound and helpless.
Cool. Cool.
Well, fuck that.
I thought we agreed. I'm sorry. I'm rolling in an age game, aren't I?
Yeah. And since I can't, yep.
Yeah, isn't it still also just like difficult terrain as well now?
Well, yeah, they must still contend with the thick undergrowth created by the tangled plants, but like
Yeah.
there's no actual.
No, it actually does. It slows their speed.
And then as a minor action,
Mhm.
I will move. Me and the boys, we're going to move. What's my move speed again? Oh no! Oh, it's my speed.
Yeah.
So 6. Wait, what? It's my entire thing in yards.
Yeah. Yeah, your entire thing is in yards.
Okay, so 12.
Yeah, it's 12 yards. It's why Russ has an ungodly move speed. And why it was
Well,
going
I
to take
mean,
you 2 rounds.
Mine is technically 13, but I can't.
Yeah,
really
his is
do that.
18.
Jesus, Ross, what the hell?
I fly. I'm very fast.
That's
It's my
why I
job.
said it didn't matter how fast you ran. It was going to take you 2 rounds to get wherever he had flown off to.
I'm very fast. I fly and I look at things and I tell
Okay,
you
so
what's
you
up.
moved around.
And the animals are all using. So they moved.
Yeah.
And then they're going to use defend.
Okay, so they're all defending themselves. Ritka, you and your boys.
Yeah, you don't know how tempting it is to be like, carnage, fire, right there. Just, but
That's
she
not good for
thinks
nature.
her tree hugging Alden friends might not appreciate that.
I would like to point out that Ritka is knowledgeable about gardening and would be aware of the beneficial effects of clearance fires and,
Yes,
you know,
she would know about that. However, she would still have to hear Russ bitch about it. I just have a feeling that is what would happen. And as tempting as it is to just be like, fetch, fire. Fedor and Dimitri have not been given full access to their weapons.
No, they do not currently have
So I
weapons.
think she'll just like look over to them, be like, stay with Carnage, and then to Carnage, protect Fedor, Dimitri, and yourself. And
He's
so, you know,
nodding.
he can take them under his wings,
Yeah, he'll do the whole like move his wings on top in front.
and then like look
Lean
real
over.
mean and scary. He
Yeah.
knows how to look real mean and scary.
He
Imagine his
Does.
strutting demeanor just changes, and it's a little unsettling. And then I'll move my speed, which is
the feathered ruff now goes, you know, like full iguana.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It looks a lot scarier. And my speed is 9, so I guess I'll just move 8 meters. Move right behind the bar.
Okay. Delmeg.
Oh boy. Well, so Ward takes total concentration to keep up.
Yeah, so it's just
I
your
think-
major
So it's your
action.
minor. It's your major action.
Yeah. So you have a
So
minor
you still have a
action
minor
still,
action and a move.
which is
What
currently
can one
the
do on a minor action?
psychic
Which is the
bomb.
psychic call.
But you can, for your minor, you can aim. You can put your guard up. You can maintain. You can
If you
move.
do any of those actions, the call drops.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna move instead.
Remembering, of course, that move is not your minor action; it's a separate action. Move is.
Yeah. So
No,
I'll-
move is
I'll
a
just-
minor action, so that would, it would drop
move.
the call.
Well, run is a minor action.
Yeah. So
is
move
walking?
charge is major. Move is minor.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm not moving. I was. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I had mentioned that Delme climbed onto Carnage
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and was like, Ritka, we flying? So I'm just gonna put her on Carnage. And she's not doing anything. She's just gonna go where Carnage goes. But Whisper's going.
She would have added Delme to the list then. Protect the people on and around
Oh, no,
you.
Delme has a ward up. She's also protecting. Whisper is going to
Fire protection. Big
run. Let me pull up
chompers.
Whisper's sheet though. All right, she's got a speed of 17. Is that 17 yardies?
Yes, it's 17 yards.
All right. What does that look like though?
Everything beyond the green line, by the way, is dense. It's slow. They would be slowed.
Okay. So all right. So that's 10 to here,
Mhm.
and then probably 3 more.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna go to there. Whoop, that I gotta drag her now,
There's a way to drag her.
and she's gonna go grrr.
Okay, she's menacing.
I mean, she
Things.
can't really attack anything right now. She ran out of movement.
Cool.
So.
It is my turn. I love being my turn. Hold, please.
Oops.
What?
No, I tried to move a thing.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get the like proper, but it doesn't work.
Look, it's. Where are you? Okay. So, first things first. Ritka.
Yes.
Fine. That.
Yes.
Vishard. That. Does this. Okay, so a 16 hits Ritka.
Yes.
So, Ritka, yes. Does a 14 hit you, Vishard?
Isn't there something I can do with conviction to not get hit?
You can use it to not die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use it to not die, but yes, it hits.
Okay. Cool. You are both going to take... Yeah, we'll just use the same roll for both of you. It's both a 7.
Is it?
And then
penetrating?
armor, just standard armor.
Oh, then it doesn't do anything to me.
I got pinched.
You can spend conviction for a reroll
Yes.
to get an extra minor or major action to heal, to survive, or to dodge, to gain. So you get a +2 to your defense for the round without having to expend an action to do so. So the most it can do is give you a +2 to your defense.
It's just a little pinch, though.
But I would have had to do it like on my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except you don't have to spend an action to do so. So I suppose not. But
Well, no, what it is you spend the conviction on your turn, so you can keep, so you don't have to spend the action to defend.
it says, unless otherwise noted, spending conviction point is a free action, taking no time, and can be done at any moment you require. But you can
Okay.
only spend 1 per round.
Well, I'll keep it for now because it's only like 2 points of damage. But it's good to know in case, because my defense is bad.
I bet it's not that bad.
My defense is bad, but my armor is great.
No, I have a 13. Like I get hit pretty often.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
not uncommon. It's pretty.
That's pretty regular, pretty average.
Hey. Also, Russ is still flying high. It's not a problem. I need to measure
I
something.
cannot hit or be hit.
No, not gonna. Damn it. Damn it. Measurements. Measurements are important in this game, people. Well, maybe. Hold on. Double check. Cecilia, you are very lucky. But that's what happens. Russ.
Okay, I've only seen one being. I will continue to fly high, and I will also see again to see if I can locate how many people we're looking at, where they are. I'm trying to do my job.
Yep.
17 with 6 stunt points. I imagine this is an exploration.
Yes.
That's if I'm actually successful.
You still see the one that you saw,
Mm-hmm.
so that counts, I guess, as a success?
Well, no, I suppose not, right? Because I've already saw that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, he
yeah.
still thinks he's hidden, but
So I do not see any new ones, I assume.
no.
Okay, so I cannot use those points. I can't see any more, but I know I've seen at least 2 before. So who knows how many people there are in this forest? Could be an entire squad for all I know. All right, I'm done.
Cecilia.
Well, I had moved up originally with the intention of getting either Ritka or Vishard the enhance because they're gonna go, fight some shit. So I think I will go running up to the Ritka. Be like, because I think I have to be in touch.
Yeah, you have to touch.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna come up behind her and like try to grab her hand so I can do this enhancement. Hopefully it works. Where are you? There you are, spell.
Ooh.
So 17, which means you get a +3 that you can use on strength, dexterity, or split it between the two.
+3?
+3.
Ooh, I think I'm actually gonna use it for dex to try to get my defense higher.
Because I rolled a 17, right?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Yeah, then that's what it is. +3.
Okay.
You do actually have 4 stunt points,
I do.
which I don't know if it helps, but you could pump that 17 up to a 21. I don't know if it does anything.
It would give you a +5 then. Since I can't think of what else I want to do with stunt points, I feel like that is the move actually.
Okay, so a +5. Ritka, you're putting it into your...
I'm putting it in dex to get my defense up higher.
Yes, that will be my whole move.
And my speed.
Oh. I did a boo-boo.
What?
Well, I need to roll to cast. I just cast a spell without rolling earlier.
Roll...
Ah.
No.
Hmm?
Yeah, it was good.
You're fine. I'm just going to put a pink circle on Ritka.
She's getting
So fast now.
Fast now.
And a lot harder to hit.
Then it is Vashard, if that is all Cecilia does.
Then, All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep where we were going originally. I mean, it's gonna be overgrowth and stuff, but whatever. So I'm moving 12 over here by the rock.
Mm-hmm.
If I look over my shoulder, do I see anyone?
Roll perception scene.
Like in this area? 8.
No.
Okay. And then same thing. I will have Asen, who has 14. So Asen's gonna start going into the thing. And yep. And Ragnar coming up.
All right. So
And since we only did a move, all of us are going to still defend.
on the defense. Cool. So you now have a higher DC as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Good to know. Ritka.
Yes, we're going to take a different approach now that I am buffed up. I'm going to just walk on here. Fight me!
That what you're saying?
Yeah,
Communication persuasion, please.
just, I'm trying to draw a little attention. Persuasion, not deception, or romance, or psychic.
I mean, you could say fight me in a romantic way, but
Fight me, you coward.
Are you attempting to be romantic in your...
Well, not towards the enemies, but if I could look really impressive to everybody else, that'd be
That's a
awesome.
stunt.
All right,
is a
fine. We'll just That's true.
Yes,
I'll
stunt
just roll
on
my
him.
basic communication. Oh my god. I used that stunt.
So there is actually a stunt for to make yourself look good to everybody watching.
Yes, obviously. I used that. I don't need, it's gotta be less than 5 points. 5 points or less. I used that.
Yes. What is the actual? Just so we can have it. It is a role-playing stunt. It is
Look very brave.
I believe it's flirt for 4.
Flirt. It is 4. You
Flirt.
choose one character
Oh man.
who is present and
Well, Cecilia did buff me,
it is somebody who has to
and
be able to
she's
see
right
you.
there.
Yeah.
She's right there,
Buffed
and she
me.
buffed me. Yeah.
Cecilia, you can attempt to not be romanced
Hey,
by
Cecilia.
rolling.
These are with -1s. I'm just
Yeah, you can
I
attempt to
roll like
roll.
shit when it comes to fighting, but at least I'll look real impressive up till then.
You can attempt to roll willpower self-discipline to overcome the flirt.
No. I'm just gonna embrace the full.
Real hot. Like smacks her mace against the shield. Come fight me.
And just,
Bring it,
just
bro.
a little of that, like, oh. Oh.
My.
Delme.
And then yeah.
in the
that's
in the
it.
back of Cecilia's head.
Pose.
If I smack her ass a little bit, does that count as enhancement?
Get him.
Get him, Tiger.
That's canonically in my head how I will see it from now on whenever you cast enhancement.
We shall see what happens. Delme.
No one has cast anything arcane for the last 2 rounds. Is that right? Like, her ward hasn't had to go. Wait, no, coming
Nothing
inward.
against us has gotten.
Yeah, because
That's what you're asking.
well, I think she's gonna wait 1 more round, and then if nothing, now that people are going in, if nothing magical comes in against the folks she's protecting with her ward, she'll drop her ward next round, I think.
Okay.
Because now that folks are buffed, they're going in, so she wants to see if her ward comes up against anything. So
Cool.
we'll see if anyone rolls against her ward for a round, but then other than that, her major action is keeping the ward up. Her minor action is keeping this call up. So she's still just chilling on Carnage, waiting to see if her ward is useful for another round.
So, Ritka, you came and said, "Fight you."
Fight me. Yeah. Well, they're being so sneaky. Let's try to lure them out, maybe, or at least reveal their positions.
Well, I mean, I feel like you didn't go fight me. I think you were like, fight me. Hey. And then, like, because there's just like a.
Or
Fight
I mean,
me.
you were attempting to flirt with Cecilia, so I feel like it was like an
Like-
attempt to be intimidating, and then a wink over your
Oh,
shoulder
yeah.
at Cecilia.
Yeah.
I just pose real nice. Well, I'm walking away, so I make sure to stand at an angle that like my ass looks the nicest.
Yeah.
And wait, and you flip your hair.
Of course.
There we go.
The sun just glints just
Mhm.
perfectly.
Just that, like,
So first, this guy who's you can see now, you can see him, he's right here, is going to shoot at you with a 15, but I think he misses finally.
Would have hit me before, but it doesn't now.
And another individual is going to fire at the only other person they can currently see who makes sense to shoot at. Is Cecilia. Hi, Cecilia. 17?
Oh, no.
that definitely beats my defense.
No, fight me.
My all of 11 defense.
So for 7 damage minus armor.
Okay.
And then, since you did say to come fight you, and you came up
I
close
did.
and personal.
I did. I made a very persuasive argument to do so. It was a whole 17. Like, fight me, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still dazed?
That's a good question.
No, at the start of this round, they are not.
Okay.
Cool.
No. At the start of this round, they are not.
Heck yeah.
I just need the appropriate thing, please.
What did Cecilia just get hit with?
An arrow.
An arrow, right? So yeah, not
Yeah.
an arcane.
No,
attack.
it's literally just an arrow. You see an individual who will come out here, and he will actually be turn. Since you said to
Yeah.
come fight him,
Come fight me, bro.
you said to come fight you. Cool.
I did. Yeah, I might regret it, but for now we're doing okay.
You know, I think that's a thing.
Lure them out of hiding, you know?
You did lure them out of hiding, and he.
The goal. That does hit.
No, I need you to roll willpower self-discipline. Please.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Your ward, Delme, what exactly, your ward, they have to roll over your spell, correct?
You get a +1 from Russ.
Let me I was just looking at that in the book. Ward.
Because I keep going back and
Let's
forth,
see.
sorry.
Any arcana used for subjects of your ward, a post test of the user's arcana and my ward.
Yes.
Um,
And
Yes.
your ward...
If it's 30 feet, I'm in it, so.
God, it's been a while.
No, I got it. Your ward was 15.
Yeah, and it's 40 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's 40 feet.
'Cause
Your
it's-
ward was a 15, and they rolled a 20.
And you get a +1
Yeah.
from me, by the way, Ritka.
Not gonna help.
Oh, but
It's a 17. I have to beat a 20. The 17 is apparently my number. It's left 3 rolls, so.
Then 18 with 4 stunt points.
You
Not gonna. Stun points
I
don't do
know.
anything with this
Yeah.
this self-discipline, so don't bother. Save it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so remember, stunt points only work if you succeed.
Yeah,
Uh,
which not the case here.
not the case here.
Valiant effort, though. 17.
So you are, however, familiar.
How am I with this? Is this a little sorcery?
Just a
Is
little.
this a little, is this a little harm or a little mind delve? Or torment? Is this torment?
None
harm,
of the
or mind
above,
delving?
actually.
Oh, interesting. None of her favorites.
So it's going to be. You feel as this comes across at you. You're going to take 12 damage as you feel this psychic blast
I
just
imagine,
rip
yeah,
through
goes
your mind.
through armor. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes right through armor. It's a
Want
pure
to make
psychic
sure.
blast.
Sometimes it's weird.
And it's just this.
Oh, my hit points are now 69.
Nice. You feel
This is the horniest battle we've been in yet.
Good God.
look.
I feel like there's a lot of pent up stuff.
Things to be
That
dealing
Is
with.
this
needs to-
the
yeah.
orgy episode?
Something
This
here
is
will
after
have
we
to
fight.
explode.
But you feel this this wave of psychic energy just go through and shatter whatever resistance and shield you may have had in face of it. And you feel. I also need you to roll either willpower self-discipline or willpower faith.
No, I don't have faith.
+1 from Russ for this.
Okay.
Elmay's really bummed that she's so far back
16.
in this fight.
You feel that feeling that you had when you first joined the Knights of the Skull, that fervor and devotion and strong belief in what they stood for and what was right, and the true love of both causing harm and damage and pain and in an instant, and then it's just gone, but you feel that seduction back in the back of your mind.
Oh no. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah. Now seeing this guy, do I recognize this armor? Does this happen to be maybe Kernish armor for 200 years ago? Because I was alive then. Barely, but I was alive.
No.
Just checking.
It is. I can tell you right now, it is not anything that you. It's not anything you recognize from your entire time alive.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's fine. That's it.
Cool. That's their turn at the moment. Russ.
Okay. I still can only see one of them. I think that is true, correct?
Well, you can also see the guy that just kind of walked out now because he's not caring.
Okay, so I can see two of them. I am going to, because I cannot fly, move, and look, so I will continue flying high, and then I will move a little bit closer so I can maybe next round get eyes on how many enemies we have.
Mm-hmm. Just to make him real obvious and creepy. Cool. Then Cecilia, you see this guy.
Well, see, I was gonna go just do a little more buffing, but I'm thinking. Oh no, I can't do that. I might, and I have never gotten this to work the whole time we played this game, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try Psychic Weapon. I'm going to just try to activate it.
Okay.
And just have like a nice big, maybe it, because she just flirted with me so big, I imagine it looks almost exactly like what Rick is holding.
The flail
like
or the sword, by the way, Rivka?
She's holding the flail at the moment because she has her shield up.
Yeah, so there's like a psychic flail in her hand. She's obviously like, she looks more confident holding it than she definitely feels because these have never worked. But I guess I probably need to move a little closer before I can use it on person.
You don't have to roll to create it, but you have to.
Do not have to roll to create it, but I do have to roll to use it.
Yep, you have to roll to hit with it.
And then the fatigue. There's a fatigue check of 12.
Yes.
But you get a +1 on that roll because it's a willpower based roll, and I'm very inspiring.
So here's the hit. It's a hit, and then let me grab the fatigue roll for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fatigue is totally fine.
Who are you trying to hit?
Probably the one that hit me would be more.
So this figure here.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think you can do all of that in one round unless you spend a conviction.
I'm fine spending a conviction. I have a bunch
What do you mean?
Because move is a minor action.
Yeah.
Activating the weapon is a minor action, and the attack would be a major action. So that's 2 minors and a major. So I think she'd need the
but the
conviction to get
attack
the extra minor.
hurt.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You would attack. You can activate a weapon but not use it.
You have to cast the Arcana to put it in your hand, but then attacking it that's a minor action, but attacking is a major action.
Yeah, and you have to move up to them to attack because it's a melee attack.
Another minor. Yeah, so you just need
let me
to get the
let
minor.
me move my thingy up.
Yeah, so I don't know that you can get there in the round, but sure.
Beep, beep.
So you have your weapon. You've moved up to Ritka.
Yeah, very sand people like right in this moment.
Yep. Vashard.
All right, we keep going.
Where are you going?
Here. Do I see anyone?
Well, you see this guy here. You can see this guy here. Roll me a perception for anything else.
Okay, so the red circle is a person.
This one here? Yes, the red circle, and this red circle is also
11.
There is no one in the trees that you can see or hear.
Okay. But there's this person here.
Mm-hmm. This is the one who
Have
shot. They have a bow in their
the-
hand, and they seem to have this kind of dark armor that's
Have they noticed
ancient.
me?
Were you trying to hide?
I mean, more or less. I wasn't rolling, but I don't know that he like saw me going up to the side and all that. But if you want,
he wouldn't have seen you on the other side of the frickin' large boulder. It's almost as
well,
tall
that's
as-
the thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't have,
because
no, I would say
I would
that,
like
no,
to sneak up to him.
Yeah, he definitely you will sneak up on them.
Awesome. Which square are they on?
The one that they're on.
Well, it's because they're like on two
Oh, yeah,
squares right now.
I'll fix that. Hold please.
Not that it's going to matter much because I have to spend a point of conviction anyway.
There you go.
Cool. Because I'm like one step away. So yeah, so that's 2 minor, and as a major action.
Are you spending your own conviction or the?
Yeah, no, I
party's?
spent my own conviction.
Cool. Because you guys still have 3.
Good, so you can spend a party one. I don't mind.
Oh no, wait, that's that I don't need to. Because charge is a major action.
Uh-huh.
So minor, I moved up to there, and then I charge for like 1 square.
Mm-hmm.
But I rush at them, hoping to skewer them with my sword.
Okay. You are no longer dazed. You're no longer blinded. Flash.
Awesome. I will use. Oh, I'm not aiming. Well, it's a +1 because I'm charging anyway. But
Yeah,
I'm
so-
using 1 point of conviction to reroll that because screw that.
I can tell you, I'm not going to make you spend the conviction because I was about to tell you that it hit. The 11 hit, so you didn't need to so you can take that point of conviction back. You didn't need to spend it. I was about to say so, and you interrupted. So
they're gonna take 12.
12 damage. Cool.
Damn.
Could you please roll willpower self-discipline?
+1.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Can I use a
That's a
point from
10.
the pool to
That's a
prove
10,
that?
by the
Yeah,
way.
it's a 10. Yeah, I know it's a 10.
Yes.
Can I from the pool to just re-roll the exact same thing?
No, roll
Okay.
higher. Roll higher.
Oh,
You rolled higher.
That's a 12.
Hey!
That's all you needed. You just feel this wave of, as you slice down into this ancient, and it's ancient, like the difference between good plate armor that you've seen, the Order of the Blue Rose, where this is
Like a bronze breastplate to someone in the late Middle
Yeah.
Ages.
you know, a full hoplite armor of leather rings, bronze breastplate that's molded and pinned in the right way, and you come in and just slice into the side, and as you do so, you just feel this like wave of cold come off of them. It doesn't do anything to you, but you just feel like this, that they're not natural and they don't belong here.
Okay, that I'm a little more concerned.
It does nothing to you.
But you know what?
And you also feel that for some reason, you're used to slicing against heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
This did more damage against an armored figure than you're used to.
It's like it's made of tin or something.
Or, bronze.
But I'm not done.
Okay.
I am going to, in the end, spend a point of conviction anyway to get another major action.
Okay.
Because I only did 1 minor, 1 major.
Technically, you're only
One
supposed to
minor.
spend 1 per round.
Oh,
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I thought
I'm
one
not
per
worrying about.
like thing
I'm
you
not
wanted to
worrying
do.
about the rerolls. I'm not worrying about, but
The rest, yeah, no, that works. So it's gonna be Asen
Mhm.
because Ragnar is going to defend me.
Ragnar will defend a shard. Aitsin will do an attack.
Yeah, Asen is going to bite
Oh, I forgot to move Whisper last time, but it's fine.
on an 11.
The 11 hits.
Awesome, with one point. Very quickly, stun reference for one. He's going to move the target 2 yards in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
While also doing 13.
Damn.
You will see as Asen bites down and pulls the target whichever direction you want, that Asen bites down and like kind of grabs onto their greaved, and it's that front greave only tied with leather straps on the back, and they grab down and bite down into the leg and start to pull them away, and as they pull like that second meter, their jaw closes down harder and whatever was there is gone from inside
Oh
their
boy.
mouth.
So fading out, yeah? Phasing out?
It's like it just vanished entirely.
Oh.
Whatever physical being was there is
What the what?
no longer there.
Mhm.
All right, and that's the end of like everyone's turn on my side of the board.
Ritka.
Yes, I move closer to. Let's see, my move speed. It's increased because I'm so fast now. How far can I move? Move half because it's all difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will move to right under Russ. Oop.
Okay.
Normally I'd move 14 with the speed boost, but I can move like 7 right now, so that's 3 squares. I'm a melee fighter. I guess I'll defend.
Okay. Which will give you a massively ungodly AC.
Yeah.
or
Well, and
defense.
I keep doing the like the head down, like, come at me, come on. come
Yeah,
fight
we're
me."
just gonna
Yeah.
keep that in kind of a thing. Delme.
Who is closest to rocks on the ground? I want to do something goofy.
Cecilia? Or
No,
Bashar?
I meant non-party wise. Is there anyone close to rocks on the ground?
The guy who's very tall, menacing, and full, in a kind of pure, helmet with a nose plate. There's no visor to come down. Looks almost like a night person, but
Okay.
it's not like any night person you've ever seen before.
Okay.
There are tattoos kind of spiraling around the arms under the bracers that you can see. But he seems to be standing there with a shield round. It's because we're going to go with it for now. And no weapon drawn, but staring intently at Rutka.
Which one is he?
He's
That one. Okay. Well, I think this just requires someone to be in line of sight. The psychic call is going to have to drop because it's really just holding Delme back. And she doesn't like being all the way out here by herself. She still can't move though, because what she's going to do is she's going to pick up a giant friggin' rock and try to hit Tall Dude with it.
You're gonna
Which requires
throw the
picking it
rock?
up will require her minor action, and then hitting will require her major action. So, let's see. Hurl objects. So let me see. First I need to move it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me roll move object. Well, I think. Do I need to roll twice to move and then hit, or because it's both a move object roll?
No, it's you're gonna roll once.
Okay.
As long as you're rolling against their defense.
Well, let's see. This requires an attack roll using intelligence shaping.
Yes, it's an attack
Yeah,
roll, so
okay.
you're rolling against their defense.
Okay.
You will hit with the big rock that you
Okay.
drove.
I hit with a big rock, and the TN is at the T and 11 for the move object, I do
Yeah, but
1d6.
Yeah.
But my damage goes up with the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 2d6 with the result of 13, 3d6 at a result of 15.
So you're at
3d6. Sweet. Oh! Nice.
Oh, damn.
Like an
Oh,
angry
yeah.
rock just goes flying and hits
Yeah.
this person in the
Also-
face.
Also, I think adepts, don't we get like a at this point you can add your willpower to the damage done by any arcanum that does damage to a target? Would this count for that?
Yes, because it does.
So you can add your willpower to that too.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's something we got at level 8.
Well, my
Nice.
willpower is
I wanted
3.
the psychic weapon to work.
So it's 21.
21.
Oh.
Damn, Delmay!
Nice.
Angry rock.
Nice.
Ah!
Ritka, what you see is you just felt your entire psychic shield break. You felt this strong, brief moment of desire to be
Of old Kernish longing. Yeah.
of old Kernish longing, of faith and understanding and everything that was good and right, that you firmly believed was all about, going back to the things that you had before. And then in an instant, you feel this pain, you feel that go away, you feel that desire go away. In an instant, this rock comes flying over your shoulder, smashes into the face of this high, rounded helmet with a nose bridge that comes down.
Right in the nose
Bush-
bridge.
As it hits, you see the force of the strike, and then you see the whole image waver and then shatter as everything around you disappears, and there's no tents, there's no one to fight, there's nothing, just the memory of pain that you had.
Memory of pain and 20 defense.
You hear Delway from the back be like, didn't work!
Yes,
Just threw a rock!
it was super effective.
But that's where we're going to take the break for the evening. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll see what happens next, everybody. Bye-bye.
Selma uses rock. It's super effective.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm glad. I hope you are refreshed, that you've gotten water, you stretched, all of those good things. And now we are on the side of a river, at a riverbank. There's a giant boulder, some trees, the evidence of Vashard's overgrown grass, and I'm assuming probably cattails and other river marsh plant life.
And that's permanent, right? That growth?
But there's no figures that you can see. No even... nothing. Everything's gone. The tents that were there are gone. The figures are gone.
I'm going to just check for tracks. I'm going to assume that I will not find any, but due diligence.
Okay, please roll.
Due diligence is important because if you didn't check and they were there and it was like Old Man Jenkins in a rubber mask, then you'd feel silly for not having checked. 17.
There are no tracks, there's no markings, there's no undergrowth disturbed, except for where you can see where everyone is. The tracks of Ritka, Vashard, and Cecilia.
Is it? I think I would like to do second sight just because it's helpful. It's our go-to friend.
With a 16, you see slight waves and distortions in the air, like heat haze off the road in summer. But they're fading and dissipating. Steam and smoke. A picture taken through that you can barely see, but it's dissipating and blowing away.
I don't suppose anybody else feels this sense of something is missing, do they?
I think at this point, Delmay
No, just hitting something with my flail. That's all.
has come off of Carnage and like kind of wandered her way through the overgrowth and just says, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see something here that explains why ghosts are here."
I make a call.
But they weren't ghosts.
I make a
right?
call with all of the members of the
Unalives.
Sovereign's Finest who are...
That's a lot of people. The
No,
whole
no.
Sovereign's Finest?
No,
Wow.
here in the area.
Oh,
Just
okay.
here. People that have souls that are part of the
So,
eternal dance rather than...
Delmay, Cecilia, and Bashard. Cool.
And also
And
you.
I am the Sovereign's Finest. Don't try to loop me into that.
You count. You don't get out of that. I've been giving you missions for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and I was impersonating doing them.
But you did do them. I loop us all in.
You still have the credentials for the Sovereign's Finest, even if unearned, so they're still yours. But yes, Delmay is going to want to look in Existence.
And I settle down onto Vashard's shoulder. No, yes, at this moment, Vashard's shoulder.
And she'll say, "I'm going to go look in there."
Where?
Weren't there tents?
They're all gone. They all disappeared.
Oh, they all disappeared too. I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It feels like waking up from a nightmare.
And
Sorta. Have we gone back in time? Did we? Or are we still in the same time?
I think we're still in the same time. It's just that those ghosts are... we did go back in time, but now we're back. And those ghosts are from back in time, but way farther back than we've ever been.
Yeah.
But they weren't ghosts. There was something.
The unalives were here in our time.
Well,
At least the dude we talked to on the hill was in our time, and so I called Mom, and we told her we're coming a little bit of a circuitous route, but I guess we're not anymore since we're on the route.
I'm gonna note that for being corporeal, they looked pretty incorporeal, at the end, what with it disappearing. So I don't quite know what to do about that one. I'm not as book learned as Cecilia here is, but they weren't.
I never
completely-
did get to roll that arcane lore because I didn't have action space to do it. Can I do it now?
You can.
Yeah, I was thinking about just doing like a historical lore to like mind palace it out a little bit.
Okay, you can both roll.
I just roll historical lore to think about unliving people.
Yes, you can all roll.
There's a lot of them in Kern.
So
I don't.
and
any
but
Oh,
with
it didn't have the historical lore focus.
Okay. First, Russ, with that 17 that you were looking for tracks, you would have noticed there are no arrows either. But you still have a hole in you.
Yep. Yeah, I know you keep saying that incorporeal things can't hit you, but there are no arrows anywhere, and I am actually injured, so I'm feeling like something a little bit strange. They seem like ghosts.
You count as people for healing, right? So I can like look at the hole in your wing.
Yep, because I actually have a soul that's not
Okay.
part of the Animus Mundi. Like there's like, you know.
All right, I'm going to do it. I'll do it without magic for right now to see what I can take care of, and then if it's not any better,
I will like ruffle a little bit as you go to sort of like poke at my little injured wings.
A 15 works perfectly fine.
yes.
What do you notice? Can you tell anything by like my
It looks-
grievous injuries?
It looks like he got shot.
It looks like you got shot. Very much so.
Well, still kind of feels sort of like a ghost, but I don't really know what that would you.
Yeah.
Maybe a special kind of ghost. Like maybe if ghosts are really old, they can, I don't know, pop into, shoot you with arrows. Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Well, if you need the actual HP back of it.
Oh, what? Ouch.
If you want the actual HP back of it, you could have 10 HP back
Thank you.
from just normal.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, I'm being gentle.
Yeah, you know, I'm not I'm not a griffin. You know, you just can't manhandle me. Or like,
I'm
right
not
handle.
manhandling. You are not very good at pain, Russ. I'm not manhandling you. I'm being rather
Rika's
gentle.
kind of looking like it's just an arrow. Like
Rithka took an arrow to the knee.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
but
Rika's taken a lot of beatings.
Mm. Is that so?
But yes, does the
Russ is gonna oil his wings. You know, he's gonna use his little because he needs to a little bit of preening.
You can go ahead and preen. Okay, so Delme with a 14 on arcane lore. Ghosts are incorporeal. Spirits are incorporeal. Shades are definitely incorporeal and usually more haunted for places, and they're much less. Shades are much less defined. They're not going to be something as a shade is your spooky shadow, kind of just there. It doesn't have as much of a defined form or identifiable appearance or any of that stuff. Specters, thralls, Walking Dead, liches, all of those are types of unliving that can affect physical realms. But you also know that there are other types of arcana that can do other things with unliving.
Okay.
That is horrible, horrible sorcery. for a historical lore, Cecilia, you're looking at the armor, the styling, the personality, the color or not that they were wearing. These definitely, particularly for you, draw a memory. Little sore of a memory right now. I mean, particularly after your conversations lately with Raoul. They definitely looked like the Imperial Army of Empress Delsha. And the
Oh boy.
types of sorcerers and armed, trained soldiers who took sorcery to an extreme that even Kern could never really get to, as much as the Lich King tried.
Oh, cool.
There
Delme
were-
will.
And
share
that
that.
that
No,
empire
that was Cecilia recognized that.
that
No,
empire
just
has
the
been...
fact that this could be sorcery
Oh,
or
sorry.
something else. Oh, and I don't know, Alyssa, the Anglemar who we talked to on the hill specifically did refer to the Empress.
Did he now?
Yeah. What did he said that the Empress is Legion or something. It's like
He said
her
the
war
Empress's-
folks were that way.
The Empress's armies are marching this
Armies.
way, and he is trying to hide those who are vulnerable.
Yeah, he was a good one. And like almost right after he told us that, we're like, okay, we're gonna go around, and Russ went to scout and got shot. So
Did Empress Delsha's like her reign was
800
really-
years pre-Aldis.
With a 750. What are you trying to determine there, Russ?
I'm just looking to see if there's corruption in the land, like I do. Just giving it psychic perception for corruption in the area.
I mean, yes, but no. It's old, but there's always that kind of level of old kind of corruption through all this that you're fighting. It's none of it is new. It's from before the founding of the Kingdom of the Blue Rose. It is whatever corruption is there isn't new damage harming the new growth around, particularly not with the beautiful growth that Vishard just brought to this riverside.
Vishard, senior envoy, would you like me to connect you to the first envoy so that we can make a report so that perhaps travelers do not get caught in whatever this might be if it's still persisting, and I don't know, maybe they can get priests or some such to cleanse this area?
I mean, I can scarcely believe that there are ghosts of older army around. This is just so weird. Yes, I'll report into the first envoy because clearly this area is dangerous, and I don't know if it's the work of Lady Aldis or something.
All right,
Lady Talis.
I'll be connecting you now. One moment, please hold. I dropped the...
That you say, I'm not sure if it's the work of Lady Talis or something, or Rika's just like... That uncomfortable feeling.
The main one, and then I am going to try to make a new one. That is...
Delme's
certainly
gonna
good
open girls chat in the background because lols.
Lulz.
Okay, so I need the roll for girls chat. Give me a sec, Russ. I'll come back to your conversation with Sarek.
Look, I gotta know about this girls chat.
No. We're gonna come to the girls chat. But Ritzka, you rolled to see historical lore about Unliving, particularly as it related to Kern.
Oh.
This was a thing that you did.
Yeah, because she's really familiar with Unliving from being from Kern.
You know...
And now having seen them up close rather than just description,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you are familiar in Kern. You're familiar with the unliving that occur in Kern. You're familiar with the stylization and dark fiends and shadow sorcery. And you know that it is possible, through some very dark and twisted sorceries of a very dark and powerful arcanist adept, to imbue unlife into remains.
Oh.
As
Okay.
and as the ability of unlife that you can do and how much remains you need and what would happen can kind of tell you a lot about the ability of the sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And given what you've seen,
I did get a little mind tickle too.
you got a shit ton hard mind tickle, yeah.
I get a nice number of hit points. Yeah.
You can recall that it is possible to imbue unlife into objects, particularly objects that had ties to the remains of someone who died. Like,
Cool.
say, perhaps their
Others.
armor, their weapons, something they carried.
Would I know if this is something Lady Talus is capable of?
It's possible, but she's not as much of an adept.
Adept. I didn't think so.
Right. You know, that she's not, it's not impossible perhaps for her to do, but it's unlikely.
Okay.
It's
Ulrika will relay this information. Like, I don't think it was Lady Talus based on the...
You know, it's not in her MO. She doesn't usually go around casting, you know,
Not
she
her
casts
style.
You know, she'll go through for like some harm, a couple torment, maybe a psychic blast, but you know,
No,
creating
fun to do it this way. Yeah.
You know, if she wants to create
that
vampires,
personal
she's
touch.
gonna, you know, if she wants to kiss she'll bite somebody. If she wants to, you know, she's not a big major workings kind of adept.
Then she'll relay that information about that it's possible for a very powerful adept to blah 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 blah, and then that she doesn't think it's Lady Talus before they submit the report. That's what I know.
I think Russ would note, but the armor's not here anymore, right? Like, I mean, if there were objects, that objects would still be here, maybe, right? I mean, if you're going to imbue an object, the object would have to
unless
be here.
the
They
spell
disintegrated,
consumed
possibly.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know about that kind of magic and what it
I don't
consumes.
either. It is just theoretically possible. Seemed relevant to the situation. One did like a mental attack on me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
It's also interesting. The armor is old, like 800 years pre Aldis old.
Yeah,
Like
Empress.
Empress.
Delsha.
Yeah.
Delsha time.
But-
old?
I don't know. Something is
This, you know, I just have to say, we already have enough to deal with Lady Talus, and now there's like this creepy sorcerer bringing people back from like a billion years ago, and it just seems incredibly unnecessary. Can we just get to my parents' villa?
well, make a report, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I for one am not a fan.
I'm going to make a perception seeing, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, make that perception seeing.
19, and then a 19. How's Ritka? She said she got hit with something, and then she said she was fine, but I don't trust things like that. How'd she look?
You're doing nice.
Did she look injured?
She's at she's at 69 out of 81, so I don't really know if
I
if
feel
it
like that's
have
a
a
yes.
visible
I
effect.
mean, you
Well,
might see, but here's the thing. It was a psychic attack, so you might see...
Yeah, which...
There's
yeah,
no visible wounds. There's nothing actively bleeding. Well,
Mhm.
that's not true. You got shot once, but it didn't go through
They,
your armor.
well,
so.
they didn't do in my armor. It didn't hit me at all,
So you see a
technically.
couple nicks on her armor. You might see like a little bit of those like tension lines at the side of her forehead. She might be blinking a little bit harder.
But she's already fatigued.
Yeah.
So she just looks tired. That's probably
She looks possibly a little bit more tired than you saw her earlier, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Because it wasn't that big of a chunk of her HP, comparatively, and it was a mental attack, and she was already tired. So
I make the call.
Russ, what's up?
First envoy, this is your envoy making the connection to between you and our leader for reports. Vashard.
What went wrong that Russ is being this overly precise and procedural?
He's always procedural when he makes reports.
Yeah, but is like she greeted you with Russ, and you went immediately to this is and it was like, oh,
Cause
something went wrong based on previous things. Your mama knows you, Russ.
Yeah, but also he always does formal when it's formal.
Yeah, no. There you can, and she's not. She has no comment. She said overly procedural.
Yeah.
No, she knows what went wrong.
First envoy.
Mm-hmm.
We were beset upon by. I'm just gonna like look at Russ as I like telepathically say we're set upon by ghosts.
Okay. From where, whom, do we know anything about them? Usually this is something we attempt to deal with. Who?
We are roughly, and I'll give her like our
coordinates. You're about 4 days, you're about 5 days outside the city along the river, Rose River to the northeast.
So about 4 or 5 days along the Rose River to the northeast. They were bearing armors from a long time ago. And I'll just turn to Cecilia. What was it exactly you said?
Empress Delsha from 800 years pre-Aldis.
Pre-Aldis soldiers who were under orders from Empress Delsha.
There's a long, pregnant pause. You know, Russ, if you were in her office, this would be the moment where she would be, like, pinning you in the seat. She wouldn't even have to, like, raise her eyebrow at you. You would feel that level of, like... I explain. And then she just says, Empress Delsha's troops are haunting the Rose River.
Something's quite strange about them because they have an actual physical effect when they shoot you with their arrows, for example, as an example. Also, first envoy, we were warned by the great knight Anglemar.
Is Russ actively bleeding Vashard?
What?
That she asks you that exactly the way that...
Oh. She is not actively bleeding at the moment.
Good. Russ?
Yes, first envoy.
Next time you get shot by a ghost haunting the Rose River, don't bury that lead.
It's not as important as
no, your health and safety is important.
But I'm fine, first envoy. But the ghost of Anglemar the Knight seems to be removed from the Wheel of Rebirth and is here also.
Long, slow pause. That's not my problem. I will inform the appropriate members of the Order. They can deal with Anglemar. Actually, you know what? They can deal with this whole problem. All of you, just get to Aldis. I would like to discuss this in person. Perhaps even do some more research into what is going on.
Yes, ma'am. Also, we went back in time.
Vashard,
I'm fairly certain we talked about this.
I recall a conversation about this.
I don't think we had a report from this most recent back in time.
Not from when we moved
Nope.
the guy with Carnage. No.
No, but you did report about Carnage. No, but
Yes,
didn't,
but not-
not since you moved Bryn Mawr. No.
Yeah, we didn't mention him at all, and that he was. Yeah, no. Yeah, that incident has yet to be reported.
There was another time traveling incident.
Details, Envoy Vashard.
Nothing much. We just walked the Alden countryside.
No complications.
Not that I can think of. We were fairly careful in our dealings with anyone that we could have encountered, and we came back to our present era before we could actually stop at a homestead to get some much needed supplies.
So there were dealings with someone in the past.
Yes, but nothing that would put any of us at jeopardy.
Name and date, please.
I have no idea of the date.
Rough guess.
It was 35 years ago. First envoy.
All right. And the name of these individual and or individuals that you interacted with, just so I can be accurate.
The late Brynor, what's the last name? Brynor Penry. I don't know why I said Brynor. Brynmore Penry.
Henry. That's a name for the memory books.
Ma'am, there was another small detail that might be important. When we spoke to some homestead in the present day, if you don't mind me saying so, Senior Envoy, we ran into someone who knew.
Did Vashard and Delmay tell you? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Delmay did. Never mind. Delmay told her. Told everybody.
Who knew Penry, who was ex-army, said that Penry was lost at sea. That's not what my report said, so I just
Russ, officially, a gentleman whose body is not recovered cannot be marked as KIA. They are lost at sea. Until I have a body, he's lost at sea. Or anyone until I have a body, Russet.
I stay silent.
This is Vashard's report. Russ is silent.
Anyway, this is all that happened. We met Bryn Mawr.
You met
We
Bryn
were
Mawr
careful.
Penry 35 years ago.
Yes. Which
And then 5 years later, he'll end up dead in the company of Russ. Or, well, lost at sea in the company of Russ.
But this has nothing to do with our intervention 30 years prior. I would, however, like to see any reports that Mr. Penry has filled roughly 35 years ago.
I tried to make it so he didn't see me, by the way.
Well, that's, I guess, a
Like
positive.
I said, we remain careful.
Senior Envoy Dolly, when you get back to Aldis. I will be taking you and introducing you to the librarian. You can have fun in the library looking this stuff up. I'm sure it will be a wonderful experience for you. Is there anything else I need to know?
Ma'am, could I make a request?
Sure.
Would it be possible for you to make an inquiry of Sovereign or Raiden Council, someone like that, about the ethics of, well, I mean, if we travel through time again, I'm kind of concerned about, you know.
Oh, God, Rusty, you're going to make me talk about philosophy.
Well, about changing the inadvertently, etc.
Rusted, I'll see. We'll talk. This is something that is way above my pay grade.
I know. That's why I asked for the.
So we will find somebody appropriate to ensure they deal with this situation in the appropriate manner it needs to be dealt with.
Right. Also, there was one more thing, but I think it'll be fine. Sarth and Mir accidentally contacted the me, not the other me, a couple of times psychically, but I did not engage.
Russ, you get to join Senior Envoy Vashard in going through all of the archives for 35 years ago. I will see you in Aldis.
Yes, ma'am.
Be safe. Don't die. And the connection drops. Or at least the connection to her drops.
Well, Vashard, that seemed to go well.
I feel like we never have any good news to give her whenever we report. And right now, I don't know what that makes us.
Well, it means that we found the information. Better to find it and pass it on than not find anything at all. But, Bashar, don't look behind you right now. Don't look behind you. Don't look. But I have the sense that Cecilia, Ritka, and Delme are talking to each other psychically. Don't look. If you want, you can just turn slightly, but I think they're having a conversation. And I just say that because I saw one of them looking at your butt. Just thought I'd let you know.
So here's what I'm going to do. Second sight, despite the name, does not rely actually on sight. It just, I can sense if someone's using magic.
You can sense if somebody's using magic around you. Yep.
So I just want to sense to see if there's a telepathic call going on
There's
behind
a girl's
me.
call. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's roll that second sight, just for reasons.
I kind of want to invite Dimitri to the girls' call because I feel like he'd do really well there. But
14.
we can just keep it between us gals.
Yeah, it's a gals party line.
There's a gals party line going on behind you, but there is also another psychic call going on.
What? Where?
Just between Fedor and Dimitri. But
Don't look behind you, Russ.
All right.
But our Kernish friends are also having a private discussion.
I'm going to ask you one question. Dimitri, is he looking at my tail feathers right now?
If I turn around to look, I'm gonna have to.
Right.
That's kind of my problem.
If only you had the kind of peripheral vision a hawk does.
However, I have to drop out of a psychic contact call, right, to enable another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say, however, give me a moment. And I'll enter a psychic contact with Asen and Ragnar. Wait, I need to roll for. I've never initiated psychic calls, so how does it
No,
work?
you've done it. We've kind of hand waved your connection between Asen and Ragnar because that's a lot
Animism.
of things to keep track.
I mean, you really just have to get 7 because they're so close to you, plus 1 for each person.
Yeah, so it would be 8, a total of 8.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Yes.
Um,
but I also
so
think
I'll
that's. Yeah. Well,
E?
all right. So you roll a 9. You have a connection between the two, between Asen and Ragnar, with Asen and Ragnar.
Hey, boys.
Hmm.
I need to. A favor to ask both of you. It's very important. Asen, your eyes are sharper than. Actually, no. Wait, who's got the best eyes? Wow, none of y'all. All right. I'll just say, Asen. Can you tell me if Dmitri and Fedor are staring at Russ's tail feathers?
No.
Okay. And Ragnar?
They're busy watching the Ritka, Dalme, and Cecilia, and then back and forth between them, and then you, and then Dimitri cocked his head, shrugged, and then nodded, and then I don't know what happened after. They're very...
Well then, my orders to the two of you. I want you to go by Delme, Ritka, and Cecilia.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to be as disturbingly cute as you can. Just annoyingly cute. Just to make sure that their concentration is on you. That's all I need. And also make sure no harm comes to any of them.
Okay. And Asen will kind of like get up and do that full body shake that canines do when they stand up, and then stretch, and then wander over, and then bring his head right under the back of Ritka's hand and like lean in to nuzzle on the side of
I think it startles Ritka. Like she's not used to soft, warm, cuddly creatures. Still.
Mm-hmm. And then he will just look at you like, but I put my your hand is supposed to be scritching my ears now.
She'll put it like back down, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yes.
And I'll poke Russ. I'll physically poke Russ because I can't initiate a call.
And then I will re-up our call in a way that because he's got something to tell me, and I'm ready for it.
None of them are looking at you, by the way. They're looking between everyone else and us.
And Russ, ruffles his wings in assent. That's a 5. That's yes, and I bring you and I back into a call. Well, that's their loss. Huh. That was it. I was making a joke. I was being funny.
I don't know. Maybe you could have, strangely enough, fancied a Kernish.
Nope.
I was actually concerned, Russ, but
No.
who would I be to deny you?
No. It's all right. No. I just. Well, I'm just gonna take up to the sky. I'm just gonna patrol. Just yeah, you're doing a good job. Gonna go patrol.
Meanwhile, rewinding the clock a little bit, ladies. Carnage is still sitting where he was. Fedor and Dmitri have kind of come out from behind the wing and are like doing that crossed arm lean, head cocked lean, as if Carnage is an actual wall for them
Like
to
a wall. He practically is.
for them to
Yeah.
stay, particularly with his, because he's a wyvern, so he's got the forelegs, which are the wings, so he's kind of leaning against the wings. And the two of them are kind of head cocked towards each other, standing there, as if they're having a conversation, but they're not talking out loud. And kind of watching you, and then back to as Vashard and Russ have kind of gone a little ways away to have this private conversation, and Aeson and Ragnar and Whisper are all kind of like hanging out together. What are the ladies who possibly definitely lunch
They lunch.
Yes.
doing?
So
Now I just want to listen to that song.
Only if it's sung by the right people.
So Delme started a call and starts with, okay, don't make it obvious, but I'm pretty sure Vashard has a giant thorny burr on his pants while brushing through all that underbrush.
And then Redka
Is this
just
code?
like
No, look,
just
it's like
say that.
literally there. I mean, I don't know
No,
how
you're
to,
right. It's there. It's there.
I mean, we could just
I
offer to.
Cecilia
Smack
will just sort of.
no, I wouldn't smack it. I would push it in further.
Oh.
That's true. But
Push
like
it
I don't know. I mean, but he's been
in
making out with
further.
everybody. So who goes and
He has been.
offers?
I mean,
Speaking of making out with
Same.
everybody, Ritka,
Yes.
your buddy definitely came and offered an orgy.
Oh.
it was Dimitri, wasn't he? Wasn't it?
Yes.
I look at him
couldn't
and I
tell if
see
he
them
was
in a
off-
conversation. And I'm like, oh god, they're planning it now.
Oh.
Okay, so I couldn't tell if he was offering to participate or host.
Oh, he
You
would
know-
host / plan it, but he would love to participate it. But he would definitely just host plan, if that was what was wanted. But if
Okay.
participation was also wanted, he would definitely join.
Oh.
Well,
We
oh
talked-
yeah,
we-
Cecilia.
we may have discussed it on my watch.
Oh.
Well, there has been so much Vashard going around these parts.
Yes, that's true. He's been sort of around like the common cold, just passed about.
Oh goodness. What if
Not
we
that
all
I'm
got the
complaining. I'm not
same-
opposed.
The term in Karn would be like the community doorknob. Everyone takes a turn.
Is
a
he a
more,
push or a pull? Do you think?
Oh,
a more what's the word? A skeptic person would just be like, "Are we so thirsty for male company that we're passing around the community doorknob?"
I mean, there's two others right there. I just don't know.
I know.
Mm.
Like,
I mean, I
At
can
what point
personally
does
verify
Vashard
that they
get a-
are quite good.
at what point does Vashard start getting a big head about all of this?
Are you suggesting we try to make Vashard jealous?
I'm bored. We've got 4 days to kill before we get to the villa.
Delme, are you suggesting that we should have an orgy just because you're bored?
No. I did say that this is not the
Oh.
appropriate place to have an orgy because there's no, we're out
We could find a
as
cave
a-
or something, maybe.
as a party. Like, where would the people not participating even go? Like,
Can we wait for
I
your
don't think
parents, Villa?
logistically.
But
this is-
who would not participate?
Russet?
Russ.
Oh, yes.
And
Carnage?
The
I
animals.
just-
the wolves, the
Ragnar?
bear.
I was not counting them, admittedly.
But
The
you know,
wolves and the bear and Carnage.
Although I will
do
say, Carnage
think-
has been at orgies before. He just did not participate in them.
I mean, call me a comfort queen, but I do think that when there's strenuous physical activity to be had,
We should
hard
wait to do it at
ground
your
is not
parents'
my
house.
ideal place. No. No. But Aldis.
When is going to be-
Aldis is
I could
full
get-
of good places.
Look, when it gets to all this, I might be put in jail
No, you won't.
or beheaded or tortured. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that
Wait,
does
so,
not sound
okay.
particularly
But, like,
great for
So
the
we should
orgy.
really do it before we get to all this if we're going to have an orgy.
What if we travel back in time again? And over there, we don't have to worry about my parents. And then we find a building.
So we go to your parents' villa and then travel back in time.
No.
You know, Delme, I have noticed something.
Yes.
The past 2 times you've cast word, something strange has happened.
Yes. Yes.
Perhaps have you happened to cast ward around the time we've time traveled previously?
I don't know, have I? No, ward is a relatively new thing I've been casting.
Or any magics that are like ward that you have?
I don't know, but we should. The thing is, we don't know what triggers the going back into the past.
We don't. I'm just noticing that it is something that has happened every time you've cast ward.
Yes.
What happened last time I cast ward?
Russ got pulled into the
You don't know
dream
that.
because he was flying. Yeah, because
You were
well,
unconscious.
Rika assumes because he was not in the dream. She and Vishard were there simultaneously.
No,
and
I
then
know,
Russ got pulled
but
in later. That's why
I don't think
she's guessing.
anybody here, nobody in this party. Well, maybe Russ knows
know.
that.
You told them that you cast.
Yeah.
ward
Did I? Okay,
detect-
because I don't remember if I
specifically asked
said
if
I
it was
cast
before or after Russ fell.
Yeah.
And you said it was
Mm.
before. Like
Yeah.
just before. And so I was like, okay, so he came in after. That's interesting. And then you cast this and we all got flashbanged. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is some strange pattern.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't cast ward anymore.
Or
Unless you
you
want to
should
go
try
back
at your
into the
parents'
past.
house, and maybe we'll go back in time, and then we can have our orgy.
Yeah.
I mean, would they really mind if we just use the spare room? I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's not a conversation I've ever wanted to have with my parents. I'm really close to my mom, don't get me wrong. But, like,
really? So in Aldis, they don't send out, like, invitations or anything?
I
To-
mean, sometimes they're
was-
very organized. They like hold events.
I was like, hold on, let me take how old I am. I was like 20 when I left Aldis and joined the Sovereign's Finest.
That's plenty
so-
of time. That's plenty old enough.
But, like I said, I do have some friends in
Well,
that I wanted.
would
I said I
like-
wanted to
if we were
introduce
to
all
have
of you
an
to
orgy,
anyway.
which, I would be down for, we should try to have it before all this, but if I'm not immediately jailed or something else equally incapacitating happens, we can do it after, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you just keep postponing it, it'll never happen. That's the thing.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Or if we come across on our way to the villa another.
Like an inn or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Like an
Yes.
inn.
All right. We'll keep our eyes open.
Also, once again, I do think we need to. I still do think that we need to bring Bashar down a peg.
Oh, yes.
Going around
so-
smooching all everybody.
does that mean we
So-
should kiss Fedor and Dimitri? Or each other?
Are you saying each
I
other?
don't-
Who are you saying? Yeah, who's
Mm.
who's?
'Cause I'm
Who
down
gets
for
the
pretty
smooch?
much anyone.
Oh wait. Bashard's looking around. Bashard's looking at Fedor and Dimitri.
Vishard
Are-
never looked.
He never
Oh, you didn't look
looked-
at them?
yeah, Russ,
No,
Russ peripheral
the
does.
animals looked.
Ah.
I made it a point to just.
Yeah. And then
I
Asen,
might-
so
I-
And
Asen
then
pops up and we're like, oh, hello, Asen.
Yeah, in my defense, I
Mm.
might be suspiciously still.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
I think when
Yes.
Asa comes up, Delmay's like, "Hey, buddy, did Bashard send you in here to spy on us? Did he?"
he just gives you that sad puppy eyes like, why do you think I'm doing anything wrong? I am the goodest possible boy in the world. I did absolutely nothing wrong ever in my life because
Do you see a bear approaching? Does it?
I think Whisper comes up and like snurfles like Asen in the head too.
Yep.
I don't know what we should do, but I'm just saying Bashard has been going around kissing everybody, and
He has. This is true.
we
Question
need to
though,
reclaim our control.
theoretically, if we did have the orgy, would you want Fedor and Dimitri to be present?
I mean,
They are.
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Right. I will.
As
I
long
have
as they
knocked
can-
Dimitri down a peg a few times.
They
but-
can vouch for their cleanliness.
They're fine. They're very. Fedor
Okay.
is especially persnickety about
In which case,
hygiene.
I'm
Hmm.
okay with them because they seem like they'd be very attentive based on
Oh
how
yes,
quick they are
Yes.
to jump into motion when Ripka's in
they're
trouble.
very good.
And how often they just stare at all of us and suggest orgy as a solution.
I mean,
They just sense all of the tension that is going on around us, and they do not know why we have not acted upon it yet. In Karn, this would have happened weeks ago.
they have sensed the need for a healthy release, and I believe that they would be more than willing to accommodate.
They would. I've known them for a long time.
The question
And
is,
been to
how's
many orgies with
Vashard
them.
going to feel about that? Or do we
That's
just not
a
give
good
Vashard the
question.
option? Is it just that, hey,
Oh.
this is happening?
Surprise
Get
orgy, you're
in.
invited? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not. They're really very organized. The ones I've never been in one of these before. Rinka, you have to.
Look, some are spur of the moment. Others require. I mean, like any good party, it requires planning. You want to make sure there's enough pillows, enough hydration is very important.
Yes,
Then
yes.
you also want things like enough, alcohol just to take the edge off a little bit sometimes. Sometimes depending on the orgies, you might want some shackles and rope and interesting furniture.
I feel like there might just be places in Aldis that do this.
Interesting.
You know of one, Delme.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If Ritka didn't feel like she was gonna get arrested the second they walked in, Delme's like, I can help.
All right, well, we'll keep this place in mind, but who says we can't have 2 orgies?
This is
Unless something goes horribly wrong the first
Unless
time.
something goes terribly wrong. Well, I mean, that rarely happens.
On that freeze frame moment, full 80s sitcom freeze frame moment, who says we can't have more than one? We're going to wind the clock forward 4 days. Vashard.
You.
I need you to make a roll, Simon.
May I? Remember, we've had a chicory,
Chicory.
Yes.
and we are planning on having some purifying light when that roll happens. And
So
Vashard,
you get a +2.
and Russ wants Vashard to be
Give
emanating
you a
that
pat
light.
on the back and encouragement. Please don't turn into them.
So you're going to give your bond to Vashard?
Yes, I am.
I'll give mine as well.
I would feel very bad if I turned into a vampire. Please do not.
But that just gives
And-
him more stunt points if he rolls successful.
Yep.
And Delme has a.
help.
I think Delme has a 2 link to Vashard. Yeah, she does.
So you're at a +3 between the chicory and the purifying light from both you and Russ.
And that was shit. Was it Constitution or willpower?
Constitution stamina to overcome
Awesome.
the
+3.
+3.
So that would be a 14.
Mhm.
Which is very average. Oh no, 16. It doesn't state my stamina.
Oh, it
Oh, yeah,
doesn't.
it doesn't state
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
state the
Yep, yep.
stamina. So a 16 beats the DC that you needed of a 15.
Yay!
Yes.
So
Can I finally remove my last fucking point of fatigue?
yes, you can.
Oh.
As the mo-
Yay!
and this is what happens as the sun dawns, as you wake, just as you can see Delme's family's villa, the crops and fields, the villa house a little further out. You know you'll reach it later today, and as the sun dawns, Vashard, you feel like your whole body shivers for a moment, and then something that had been weighing you down snaps and falls away. You can sit up straighter. You don't feel as tired, even though you just woke up. The sun feels warm on your back, even through the cold air of the autumn, late autumn that you're dealing with. There's hope in the air, and you feel that tension, that connection, that constant psychic pressure that Lady Talus had been weighing on you shatter and fall away. You know you are no longer afflicted with things like that.
And I think Russ would have tried to make this moment, sort of religious in a way, right? Like, because this is a moment for him to sort of concentrate and bring forth this purifying light. And Vishard had said to Russ that he didn't know anyone else who could do that. So it would have been, he wanted to make this sort of like really about sort of connecting to nature and the earth and like one's inner light and the internal dance. So it's like a spiritual moment, as it were.
I think from what we talked about last time, it would have happened like just before sunrise. Right?
Yeah, probably with the dawn, right?
Yeah. Well, because so the thing is, Vishard also worships Celine.
Yeah.
And I
could
feel
be at the height of the moon at the moon as well. Either way, it could
Yeah,
be like on watch.
I was going with like end of the night, start of the morning because of, you know, the switch from dark to light, but also, you know, from vampire not being able to enjoy sunlight to like the dawn rising and like the whole like symbology of dawn and stuff, even though Vishard would rather do stuff at night.
What kind of stuff does he like to do at night?
We could host our own private call, I guess, because apparently this is what everyone's doing now.
And if like I would imagine maybe that
The
would have
girls'
been like,
call has been an established thing for like weeks now.
but
But
maybe it would have been watch, like that if Vishard and Russ took the last watch together, they could have done it then.
And definitely though, like Vishard is more active at night than during the day.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it goes with the wolves and everything anyway. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, what you're thinking of, but I was thinking more like
I was scouting. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I was thinking of scouting.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight. Also, I would just like to point out, I see that, Scott. Don't worry. I got something else permeating in the back of my mind. You just need to be free. Have free time, Scott.
Scott free? What?
Scott needs free time.
Yeah, he does.
Scott, get some free time.
For those of you who don't know, there is a game I ran on Simon's channel. It is on his YouTube. You can go look it up. It's called Vampire Nightfall. Scott is in that game.
Yep. We were playing well, we don't really know if they're considered a couple.
Oh,
Look, they're
vampire
platonic life
dads.
the vamp dads are
they're
at least platonic life partners.
Yeah.
But so
But at the same time, they've mixed their bloods together, like their blood together.
multiple times. And they're raising one really great daughter, and then there's the step gremlin that lives in the basement.
And then something in the basement.
And there's that.
We love you, Quentin.
Oh, I know.
Miss you, buddy.
So, there was a lot that happened tonight, but we're gonna go around in reverse order from where we started. Everybody share, chill, do all of the things. I'll do my stuff at the end, and then, but also share some love or just something that made you laugh out loud tonight, because there was a lot of that going around. And we'll start in, like I said, going in reverse order. So on my left on the overlay, Simon, hi. How you doing? How's Vishard?
Hello. Hi, I'm Simon at Wandering DM. Vishard is way better now. Now that I'm no longer like on the verge of maybe potentially becoming a vampire, I'm gonna start focusing on, because I had like 2 roadmaps for Vishard, right? So now I'm gonna start focusing on the one I had that's the least developed in my mind. So I'm actually gonna have to think about stuff. But there's stuff going on. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. But maybe more divine based things. That said, I want to give my love tonight to our 3 wonderful ladies and their private voice chat and all of their like shenanigan planning and all that, which I absolutely love. It contrasts with like the mission that is very like important and it has a weight to it. Not that the shenanigans aren't important, but like it contrasts to show that like we're still human-ish after all.
Speak for yourself, two-legged.
It's the expression doesn't work in any world, in like almost any fantasy world. But yeah, and otherwise you can find me on Wednesday here for The Witcher, playing Cadarn. Then on Thursday, Sentinels of the Multiverse, which I should be able to release some very soon. Are issue zeros, the ones that you players have or chat have unlocked, thanks to the card game that we have going on. These will be recorded, if not all of them, the majority of them, tomorrow. And then so that's Thursday, Friday, not Friday, Saturday for Scion, and for the conclusion of the Dick Gnome saga. And then on Sunday, back here next week. And that's it.
Yes, indeedy. Back here next week. I can't wait to see what happens for Fashard now that he is less sad boy. But directly underneath Simon, hey Lindy, how are you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine, just fine. Ritka's doing okay. She's like, they're open to the orgy idea. Let's just try to push this agenda a little bit, because she's just not believed Delma and is very convinced something's going to happen to her, Carnage, and Fenor Dimitri as soon as we get to all this, possibly even as soon as we get to the villa. So I'm sure it'll be fine. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. She has feelings about certain things. My love, all of my love tonight. Oh gosh, this is hard. Everyone's just so amazing. I liked Russ. Russ's moment where he's like, "Don't look now. They're totally looking at your butt." That was just such a good moment. such a good, wholesome moment. And then I guess all the calls between all the people at the end, just them talking and then us talking, and then Delmy being like, "Do you see that burr on his butt? It's right there." It was just too perfect. It's so perfect. And then I will always wonder, what did the girls try to do to take Vashard down a peg to make him have to feel like he has to work for it a little bit? I don't know.
We'll find out.
I would just like to point out that a lot of us here play in a Witcher game, and all of us have played Witcher 3.
That's true.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Not all of us
You
have played
haven't.
Witcher 3.
I haven't either.
Because I stopped in Witcher 1 when they started making me collect cards for having sex with women, and that's when I stopped playing it, and so I haven't.
Yeah, it's
played 2 or
okay.
3.
Just skip Witcher 1 and go straight to Witcher 3. It's fine.
Mhm.
But what
Two.
about
2 is also really good. I like 2 a lot.
2 is good.
And you get Yorvith. Anyways, shout out to Yorvith. He's my bae. In more than one way. Yeah, just all the love to that. And Ritko would totally have told Fedor and Dimitri, like, it's cool. You should, if you haven't already, Just totally start planning, and they're down to have you guys included. At least us ladies are. Give them a little bit of something to hopefully maybe look forward to, because they're not looking forward to Aldis either. You can find me online looking forward to this game and others at Laugh Love Lindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Here on Sunday, Romance of the Blue Rose. On Wednesdays for Witcher, which is happening this week, which makes me very happy. And then you can find me tomorrow and Tuesday night on my channel for Dungeons and Dragons. And then on Friday night on Trooper's channel for when I play Freda Engel, the opera singer, and a lot of murder in World War II Paris. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna have brothels, and it's gonna be awesome. That's it. Just
And
brothel plans.
You did not mishear her. She did say brothel and not broth. And I do
Brothel.
realize there's like not a lot
I'm
of
gonna
food
go
right
to a
now.
lot of brothels on Friday. One of them is mine.
No comment.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's my answer. No comment. And then next to Lindy. Hey, Trooper. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. And I think that once it was broken, I think Russet would have just like pecked on Cecilia's head, because I know that she was sleeping. And then just once she woke up would have said, he's clear. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Just to let her know. Because, he was worried about what she said about her stupid brother. And, he really wanted that. Yeah. So he's just, he's clear. It's all right. And I'm going to give my love to Delme, to Pooja, for 2 reasons, both of them being very important. 1, rock to the face. That was her. That wasn't Whisper. That was good old Delme, learning that she herself is more than just her wolves, even though she loves them and they're awesome too, but she's also MVP. MVP, Delme. And then 2, for the most MVP moment, which was there's a burr on the back of his pants. And those, that would be, that's really important because it's true. There was. He probably found out later when he sat down. It's, and you can find me at Trooper SJP. What day is today? Today's Sunday. You can find me Wednesday for Witcher at Praxis. And then you can find me in terms of RPGs, Friday, City of Light and Shadow over at my channel, Trooper SJP. But Saturday, we had the first episode of Cupid on Mute, which is an improv show done by Unexpected Productions. That's the Twitch channel, and also it's an actual theater. The VOD's up there, and it's a fake reality show. Like a Love is Blind, all these reality shows, they put people in like rooms and then they fall in love with each other. It is that. And you should come and join us. That's Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern at Unexpected Productions. And then back here again for Faint Dawn at Table Story on Sunday, and then here Blue Rose Sunday at Praxis. That's me.
Yes, indeed. We'll be back here, and I can't wait to see what happens for a lot of things. Next to Trooper, hey, Alyssa. How you doing today?
Hi. It's so nice to be back, everybody. The human body is a terror and a wonder and a miracle all at the same time. As for me, hello, I am Alyssa Sanders Slamilton, as you see me around. This is the only place I am, because when I'm not doing this, I am doing too many other things in the real world. Meat space is a weird space. Giving my love, though, I think, and this feels like a cop-out, but I guarantee you it's extremely genuine. It is just a little bit for everybody, because it's just really nice to be back.
Some days.
And also the rock in the face thing was pretty fucking great.
That was great.
That was very inspired, Pooja.
And some days, all of these are true. Hey, Pooja. That's a great transition.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm sad we're done with tonight's episode, but I understand. We'll be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
But as for me, I had a great old time as always, and thank you to this wonderful group for accompanying me on this much needed, like, escapist fantasy. And my love tonight goes to, I think, Russ, because that moment, well, Russ and Prax, because that moment between the two of y'all when I could feel, it's not easy to feel emotion coming off of someone in that much costuming, but I could feel like Trooper's physicality of Russ's emotions is so strong that I almost was sitting here like getting choked up over it. And that moment, it was just so powerful. And of course, only reinforced my determination to ruin it with the girl's call.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my personal revenge for being made to feel things.
I will give you all the feels, and then you will give me more burrs on pants, and that is the deal we have together. That is the deal.
Yes. Oh, that was just a beautiful moment. But as for my streaming schedule, you can find me on Tuesday, where it's a new month, so we're playing on a Flights of Fandoms on Manapot Studios channel. We're doing two-week games. This upcoming week, we're playing a Superman flight in Jeff Stormer's Anyone Can Wear the Mask RPG, which was just was selected as a judge's choice for the Annie Awards. And what's really fun is Jeff is running it for us himself. So it's going to be a grand old time. It just looks like such a cool system, and I cannot wait to play it. And I hope y'all come out and join and watch. And then on Thursday, you will see me on Simon's channel playing Sentinels of the Multiverse. Also an multiple Annie nominated franchise. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, of course, I'll be back here on Sunday and getting up to all sorts of shenanigans with these amazing folks. Could not be happier about it.
Pooja, is Delme really happy? Because she's about to introduce her mom to everything she just brought home.
That requires thinking about the future, and the only future Delme is currently considering is the one that involves orgies. So
there you have it. We'll have a very interesting conversation next week. But as for me, hey y'all, you know me. I'm at Deirdre Dolan on Twitter, or Praxagorth as Meaphorias. You see me around here on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone over on YouTube. I see you. Thank you for catching the VODs, giving your comments, likes, share, subscribe, all of those things, because they do apparently actually help. I don't know. I don't pay attention to algorithms. I'm just glad you all enjoy it. But we will be back Wednesday for more Witcher Roads Home. We left on a little cliffhanger because we want to see what Kadarn does when he gets woken up by a piece of jewelry shattering. On the road to Mahakam. And then on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, just before you go hang out with Trooper, come here, because we're doing the solo episodes of Starblade Battalion. We had Lindy's solo episode for Aurelia Ludus Sterling on last week. You can check out the VOD either here, it'll go up on YouTube, I'll put an announcement, it'll be in the playlist. And then we're going to do one for, this week is going to be for PB. So last week we got to see what Aurelia was up to in the 6 months between seasons 1 and season 2, and next we get to see what Calyx is up to in the 6 months between season 1 and season 2. And so many interesting things are going to happen. I can't wait for these. And then we'll be back here on Sunday, where we get to see a bunch of things that I am looking forward to. Number 1, meeting Delme's mom in Meat Space, not just psychic calls. Number 2, meeting Delme's dad. Number 3, all of Kern in Aldis. Just little things that make me happy. But until next week, everybody, we're going to send some actual love to some friends, and in this case, I feel like we need to go see Johnny, because we haven't seen Johnny in a little while, and just send some love his way. He's playing some Red Dead Redemption RP, so all the fun times. Until then, we will see you later, everybody. Bye.